mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
Oh! From the Queen Studios of New York. That's right. We are here. We are live. It's Friday. Maximum Cringe with UFC 216 media conference call with the MMA-Holes. Yes. That's right. That's right. What's going on, MMA-Holes? I hope everyone good. I hope everyone is wonderful.
Wonderful.
Tonight's show is going to be a sexy swole show. It's the end of the week. It's Friday night. We are here. The cringe is real. The MMA-Holes are here, are partying. I'm eating a Catalyst Mint. I'm not having coffee today, so I'm having a Catalyst Mint. No sponsor over there because they won't sponsor me because they are. That's right. Check this out. UFC 216. Maximum Cringe conference call. That's right. UFC 216 had their conference call yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I heard bits and pieces of it, and I was like, let me save this. Let me save this for the MMA-Holes. I need to listen to this. We have Tony Ferguson. We got Kevin Lee. We have Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, or Mighty Johnson, and Ray Borg. That's right. UFC 216 is next week, and it looks like it's going to be a decent card. But to the casual fan, is it a card worth buying? I don't know. And we'll probably be talking about that to no end. The next week, fight week, and over and over and over again. They're going to move a fight up to the main card. The question is, which fight? I kind of like Lando, man. But anything would work. The Brooks fight would work with Lenses. That's a really good fight there. How about, hey, Pro Gonzalez? How about that? Fake Tits. Fake Tits is back. And it is.
Wonderful.
Pro Gonzalez is back with her fake cans, her jugs. We're fighting Apoliana Botello. Probably definitely fucked up that. But I tell you what, when I look at Pro Gonzalez, I am definitely not a... That's right. I hope everyone's swole. I hope everyone's sexy. And I hope everyone is wonderful. This is the fight card next week. This weekend, no UFC. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to do the media call today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to listen to this. We're going to react to it. Maximum cringe because Kevin Lee versus Tony Ferguson, although it may be a good fight, it's a terrible trash talk. So we'll listen to it together like a bunch of swole, sexy MMA-Holes, and I hope everyone's wonderful. What, Luke? Don't fucking cut me off.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Here's the cringe chat over here. Everyone in the chat is wonderful. The MMA team says, Heather Hardy.
Fap.
That's right, Heather Hardy.
Fap.
Yes, Lando is always entertaining since Kaepernick sucks. He is. Let's see who's in here. Let's see who else is in this swole, sexy chat room of Fuchs. I'm pumped up. Conor, you pumped? Yes, everyone's pumped up for this. Conor McGregor, by the way. He says he will fight before the year is done. But he doesn't want to do any press. He doesn't want to do anything. All he wants to do is weigh in, show up at the weigh-ins, and show up at the fight. That's what he says he wants to do. I am not buying any of this shit. I think they're just keeping his mouth shut until the Lee Ferguson thing comes and goes. I think once that plays out, Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor are going to fight. But you never know. Maybe something crazy happens during this fight at UFC 216, and maybe actually the winner of UFC 216, Ferguson versus Kevin Lee. I don't know, I'm just going to be playing this a lot. Now, if everyone's like, what is that noise that you keep on playing? Why do you keep on playing that hillbilly faggot soundbite? Well, that was a gentleman that called last week, and that person decided to give us a soundbite. So if you like this new soundbite, it doesn't matter. You're going to hear it anyway. Here's another soundbite, and let's see what we're going to be hearing these anyway, so let's just...
That's it. Yeah, good.
Yes. What is this from?
That's it. Yeah, good.
Yes. That's it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Fap.
That's another sound bite that you'll be hearing, and that was from our guest on Wednesday's show. She was hitting the pads, and her trainer was so fucking creepy. I wish I would have heard this while I had her on the show. Next time we get her back, we'll ask her what the fuck was going on with this guy.
That's it. That's it. Yeah,
Good. That's right. That's right. Cringy as all hell. All right, guys, we ready? Ready to party? We got 35 people watching the MMA-Holes live. Maximum cringe. It is wonderful, wonderful. We have 27 likes. So let's do it. Let's play the song of all songs. Let's play 10 more likes. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Where is he, Brady Ferguson? Get in that chat.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes.
fuck you dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Before I get this party started, and thank you for all the likes to the MMA-Holes Swole show. I do appreciate it because you guys are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
On this Friday show, I need to know how many people in the chat actually heard the media call, the UFC 216 media call. So what I need you to do is this. Yes or no? Yes, you heard it, or no, you didn't hear it. I need to know in the chat right now, and if you didn't hear it, well, you'll hear it tonight. If you did hear it, well, we're just going to talk about it. That's it. That's how this is going to go down. Maximum cringe UFC 216 media call. Let me know in the chat who heard, yes or no. Let me know right now. That's right. We have 30 likes in the tip jar. So that means you guys want to see him dance another time. As you get your votes in, let's listen to this. 30 likes. We're moving right along. Let's get to 100 likes tonight. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Okay, there we go. Let's get the votes in. Let's see. Nas is the MMA team. 22, Lara, I don't know how to say that. We're just going to call you 22. Says, yes, I did hear it. Okay, you know. Yes. Eduardo must have heard it. I heard it. Says Kaepernick sucks. Beep says Jessie Belle. Gay Freddy didn't hear it. Tanner, let's see. Tanner's not feeling well. Hope you're feeling better. The A-side says, yeah, I heard it. Let's see. Okay, 10 more likes. Beep. Sadly, yes is Nirvana. So, yeah, you saw it. It says sadly, yes. Now, when you see this over here and it says maximum cringe, I am not fucking kidding. I only heard bits and pieces. So, this is a first time for me. This is going to be like a legit reaction to this press conference. Oh, not press conference. Media conference call. When you think Mighty Mouse, you think boring. When you think Ray Borg, you think,
Who the fuck is that guy?
You think that. You got Kevin Lee, a surging star on the rise. I think he's, 25 years old. Young guy, has some fights under his belt, looking really good. And you have Tony Ferguson, another winner, another man who won the Ultimate Fighter, and he's just a complete badass. Tony Ferguson is a very dangerous fighter. Tony Ferguson versus a Conor McGregor would be a great fight, but it's not happening. He's fighting Kevin Lee. Now, we're going to hear on this conference call if Kevin Lee and Tony Ferguson are going to sell us a fight. That's what we're going to hear right fucking now. But before we do that, I need to ask the chat room. Let me know, where's Dom Ree? Let me know where Dom Ree is. Dom Ree, if you're in the chat, show your fucking face, you cunt. Show your face. Because Dom Ree is on my hit list. So I really need to see Dom Ree in that chat. If you do see Dom Ree in that chat, I need you to spam the shit out of the chat with eggplants so I know he's in there. We'll stop the fucking show and we'll address this man or woman named Dom Ree. You never know if they're a man or a woman on YouTube. But Dom Ree is on my shit list. So Dom Ree, feel free to reveal yourself right now. I'll give you a second and then we'll start our show. Chat room is flying right now. We got 31 in the tip jar. Everyone's pumped up. Everyone's pumped up. Brady Ferguson says, who the fuck is Dom Ree? Dom Ree got triggered for some fucking reason because he's a cunt. Dom Ree had his period apparently on the Wednesday show. It said he reported us for some fucking stupid reason. Now listen, we're fine. But, now the last video got reported for no stupid reason. So Dom Ree, I'm ready for you, man. I'm ready for you. Reveal yourself. Enter the chat room and be attacked be raped by the MMA-Holes. All right, let's get this media call going. Let's get this party started on the MMA-Holes. It's all fat. 44 watching. All right, you guys ready? Hit me with the ones, and we're going to start this fucking thing up. We're going to start this fucking show up on Friday. Happy Friday, end of the week. MMA-Holes unite. It's going to be wonderful, wonderful. He got killed by a cyborg raped in the ass, says Ronnie Deal Jr. Oh, my God, it sounds horrible.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Domri, you dumb cunt, is the A-side. That's right. Domri is a cunt. You leaking bitch is the A-side. Fukin Domre says NH. Jessie Belle Hill says my favorite songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When? Beep. That's right. Our moderator is in full effect over there. Everyone is fired up to get this party started. I think it's time to get this party started. Dom Red looked like a little chicken mane. There we go. M24 says play the fucking thing. Kaepernick Sucks says play the fucking thing. I'm ready. Eduardo Alcala is fucking ready. Everybody's ready. Everybody's ready. Dank homie last night. I says I'm Dom Ree. All right, well, we'll believe you when you fucking show your stupid Morgan Freeman face. And here we go. There goes the ones. Everybody's ready to rock. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get the party started as we play Maximum Cringe UFC 216 media conference call, and let's give a reaction to that shit.
Hey, Tony, are you there?
Yeah, bud.
Hey, pussy, you there?
So I just wanted to get a little bit more context, first off, for this video that just...
Hold on a second.
Open the queue up for questions.
Hold on a second here. Here we go. All right. Oh, excuse me. Because I'm trying to get this fucking...
We'll take our first question from Steven Morocco with Junkie.com.
TGIFN, I love you too.
Hey, Tony, are you there?
Yeah, buddy.
So I just wanted to get a little bit more context, first off, for this video that just hit social media. If you could maybe give us a little bit of context as to how that whole interaction with Fabricio started and ended.
Okay, all right. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Wow, they really started off right off the bat with this Fabricio shit. Fabricio Verdum and Tony Ferguson had a little thing going on between the two of them. They were doing some media shit for UFC 216. They're sitting down. I think it's like one of them luncheon type deals. And they're sitting, one Fabricio's all big and bulky, and then you got little Tony Ferguson sitting next to him with his hood on. And they just had like an exchange, and Tony's like, yo, man, don't talk over me. And Fabricio's like, like he's speaking Portuguese. That's my Portuguese, by the way. It's very good. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And Tony Ferguson's like, yo, man, shut the fuck up. I don't like your manager. I don't like what's going on. And Fabricio Verdum's like, and Tony Ferguson's like, yo, man, I don't even understand what the fuck you're saying, but you want to fight a little 155 pounder and you're a fucking heavyweight? Go ahead, let's go, let's bring it. And Fabricio's like, and he stands up. He's like, Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's like, yeah, man, we can do this anytime you want to do it. So basically that's what happened, if you guys missed it. And apparently Tony Ferguson does not like Verdum's manager and blah, 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 blah. So that happens, and there was a little tension between the two. It was really weird and cringy. Now, Tony Ferguson's not known as one of the nicest guys around. He just doesn't give a fuck. That's just how he is. He came across as a complete douche on The Ultimate Fighter. But put everything aside, Tony Ferguson's a really good fighter. So with that being said, that's what they're talking about here.
That's not what we're talking about. The fight that we're talking about is UFC 216 versus me and Kevin Lee.
There you go. And he says, we're just talking about me and Kevin Lee. Ronnie Deal Jr. says, don't make me ankle pick you. And that's what he says. Like, yo, man, don't make me ankle pick you. And Fabricio Verdum's like,
Okay, you don't have any desire to explain what happened?
This reporter, yeah, he's like, do you want to answer the fucking question? Hold on a second. Hold on.
We're talking about the fight that we're talking about is UFC 216 versus me and Kevin Lee.
Okay, you don't have any desire to explain what happened?
You know, if Tony Ferguson should be like, shut the fuck. What do you understand English?
No, because it doesn't matter who they put in front of me. I'm going to knock their ass down.
All right, good for him.
Mm-hmm. Did it take you by surprise? Could I ask you that?
Wow, this reporter's he's really trying to get it out of Tony. I tell you what, you got to give credit to these reporters for really trying to, God, I get how some of these fighters hate these people, hate the media.
No, it didn't take me by surprise. I just don't like fake people. I see right through them.
Okay.
He's so unsatisfied with that answer. He's so unsatisfied. He's like, whatever.
Well, I guess I'll transition to the fight. What's
This guy? Who is this guy? Whoever I missed who they announced. I think this is. I forgot who they said this is from. I think it was MMA Junkie or someone like that. But this guy is just like he's just so not into it.
what's your goal as far as sort of writing the script for your career for the next 6 to 12 months in terms of the title picture and how things play out?
To go out there, do some work. I'm not getting touched by this kid. I'm going to go out there.
He's not getting touched by a kid?
Come on, a hand raised in victory. I'm going to have my belt. And then we'll worry about shit after that.
He don't give a fuck, Tony. He don't give a fuck, huh? Tony Ferguson, like, doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Thanks.
This reporter needs an award. What a way to start off the media call with this cringy guy just trying to trigger Tony Ferguson. A credit to Tony Ferguson. He kind of brushed him off. He's like, let's go.
We'll go ahead and take our next caller.
Yeah, all right. Okay, we're going to go take our next caller. All right, next caller on the line.
We'll go next to Damon Martin with MMAweekly.com.
MMA.com.
Hey guys, first question is for Tony. Tony, you've been on such an incredible streak right now, but as you go into this fight, there is that interim lightweight title attached to it. Do you view this as an interim title, or do you believe this is the real lightweight championship you're fighting for?
This is a good question. Let's see what he says.
This is the interim title belt. Conor has the real belt. This is for it's not a fake belt. This is real. I can feel it, I can see it, and I can taste it. This is going to be mine. And once I get this belt, then it'll be unified. If not, then all the rankings and everything else go out the fucking window. So, like I said, this one is the interim belt. We're fighting for it. Real belt or no belt, it doesn't matter what anybody says. This is the belt that's going to have to be unified. Otherwise, he's going to have to defend a vacate.
Yeah. Does the Conor McGregor shadow loom at all over this fight just because he's not coming back, and it looks like from everything that we're seeing, he's going to fight Nate Diaz? Like, there's no resolution right now, it seems like, for this title to be unified.
Money.
I love how the media, they're trying anything to just like kind of get under their skin. Good job.
Talks, bullshit walks, man. So obviously they're going to protect their pocket, and they're going to keep McNuggets away from a real contender.
What? You call them McNuggets?
Do you believe that you and Kevin are the two best lightweights in this division?
All right, what do you guys think? Two best lightweights in a division. It sounds like Mr. Reporter Man is trying to bait him into saying that Kevin Lee is not worthy to fight him, but let's see what he says.
I believe I'm the best lightweight in this division. I don't know about Kevin, but I know for sure that I've earned my place here. I've got 9 consecutive victories. I got more than 1 performance bonus, and the only person that can really touch upon that is Demetrius Johnson. When you put in the numbers and you put in the time and you put in the effort, you're going to get something out of that. And I just got down from the mountain. I feel like a Neanderthal, man. And I'm not putting up with anybody's bullshit. This is my time.
That's right. Good answer. And how about this? Let's stop the show for a second because there's a man in the chat named Gary Bunjo Sandwich Worthington. He says, "Hi, I'm from Liverpool. Loving your show. You're so funny. Were you my friend or wonderful, wonderful?"
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. Shout out.
Have you been impressed by Kevin Lee's run in the UFC?
He's an athlete. He's a very respected athlete. We come from the same kind of a background. But, you can talk your way up into a title fight. You can do everything else. But once that door locks, every word that he says, he's going to have to deal with fucking me.
Wait, what? And, every word he says he's going to have to deal with fucking you? Hold on. Let me go back for a second. Every word he says he has to deal with fucking me. Hold on.
Once that door locks, every word that he says, he's going to have to deal with fucking me.
What the fuck does that mean? He's have to deal with fucking him? Wait, what? Hold on a second. I got to go back again.
And I can really touch upon that is Demetrius Johnson. When you put in the numbers and you put in the time and you put in the effort, you're going to get something out of that. And I just got down from the mountain. I feel like a Neanderthal, man. And I'm not putting up with anybody's bullshit. This is my time.
Have you been impressed by Kevin Lee's run in the UFC?
Let's see.
He's an athlete. He's a very respected athlete. We come from the same kind of a background. But, You know, you can talk your way up into a title fight. You can do everything else, but once that door locks, every word that he said, he's going to have to deal with fucking me.
Yeah, I think he said that. I think he says once that door locks, he's got to deal with fucking him.
And a question for Demetrius Johnson.
I like the way the reporter just laughs. He's like, okay, did he just say he has to deal with fucking him? That's a little weird.
DJ, you know, you had this delay, a few weeks delay in, you know, going into this fight. Did that do much of anything for you in terms of your focus or maybe the anger that you had to wait an extra month to have this fight? Did any of that play into this, or is it just the same as always?
Okay, here's a good question. Let's see if it bothered him that he had to wait and move the fight over, which was, I mean, what, a couple-week difference, but it's got to suck with cutting weight and all that stuff. Let's see what he says.
No, man, it's just the same as always, you know. This isn't my first time it's happened to me. It happened back to when I was fighting Chris Curry, also UFC 177, then Steve Gustafsson got injured. Then I moved up, then headlining at UFC 178. I had an extra 4 weeks to the training camp, but don't get me wrong, it's very frustrating when you get to, you know, to the city and you're cutting weight and you get a phone call saying, hey, stop cutting weight, and it's almost like, fucking A. So, but it is what it is. Here we are now.
Good old Mighty Mouse, really knowing how to sell a fight. Well, it is what it is. I guess we're just going to have to fight on UFC 216 now. God forbid me, Mighty Mouse, 10 fucking breaking Anderson Silva's record. Who gives a fuck, right? I guess. Who, yeah.
Yeah. This is obviously still a historic moment for you, DJ, going for that 11 title defense. There was some question when you got put on this card whether or not you would end up being in the main event. As it played out, you and Ray are the co-main event. Does that bother you? Do you believe you should be in the main event, or did you kind of expect that because you guys were kind of like a late notice fight added to the card?
Well, this is interesting. We've been talking about this for a while now. If you look at the UFC 216 card, you have one of the top pound-for-pound guys as the co-main event of a interim title fight. So this is a good question. Let's see what Mighty Mouse has to say about this.
No, I'm not worried about it. I think you guys worry about more things than I do, so I'm not worried about it.
He's just not worried about it.
Thanks.
Why is he laughing? Why the fuck is the reporter laughing? Is it nerves? Or what the fuck is he laughing about?
A late notice fight added to the card.
No, I'm not worried about it. I think you guys worry about more things than I do, so I'm not worried about it.
Thanks, DJ.
Thanks for the answer, buddy. The fuck was that? Did you hear anything funny from that response? Doesn't bother Mighty Mouse. And then the reporter's like, whoa.
I'll go and take our next caller, Akhilesh Ganavarapu with MMAindia.com.
Hey guys, thank you for taking the time. My first couple of questions go to Tony.
Oh yes. Now, okay, this guy, every time there's a media call, this guy always gets on the phone. He sounds like one of those guys when you call up and your Verizon cable has cut out. You know, your Verizon service is down, and you call up and they send you to fucking India, and they're talking to you. You have no idea what the fuck they're saying. This is them. This is that guy. This is that guy that.
Tony, you picked up some impressive victories against top names on your way to the interim title shot. Again, with now Conor, Anger Trilogy fight with Nate. What are your emotions like, considering it could have been a massive payday for you, and you should be his next fight at least if one follows the rankings?
Well, the next fight for Conor should be whoever wins his interim lightweight title. Regardless win or lose, if it's myself or if it's Kevin Lee, that bitch needs to defend the vacate, and he needs to unify that belt. Anything else with as far as him trying to fight Nate and everything else, that's the bullshit rankings and everything else that the UFC stands for just goes out the window, man. I mean, really, you have rankings for a reason. You have an interim belt for a reason. That's so you can unify the thing. Now, if you mix up the guy's a top 10, not even a top 5. Kevin Lee's got more heart than Nate, and I got more heart in this whole entire division. So, I mean, if they want to put that fight together, I mean, that's great. But, the fans would be pissed. Because, obviously they know that fucking Diaz and Conor is going to make a lot of money. But the real righteous thing to do is to make sure that the belts become unified. That's what really needs to happen.
So he has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, and rightfully so. And that's Tony Ferguson's response.
Right, absolutely. Now, saying that, do you think Conor's time off does the division some good, considering it provides other guys like yourself, Kevin Lee, and Justin Gaethje the opportunity to step up and make the division your own?
Absolutely not. This has been my division before McNuggets even stepped in this bit.
Oh, he said McNugget.
Even when I was at Paradigm Sports Management, he signed up at 145 pounds, and the agreement was he wasn't going to come up to 155 pounds. But that raises a conflict of interest, and I'm pissed. So that bitch needs to fight me, or he needs to fight the guy that's holding the belt. So regardless, I don't really care. The fight at hand, I'm not even looking.
He said that bitch needs to fight me or the guy that's holding that belt. So is he saying that he may lose the fight? Doesn't sound very confident.
Looking at it. Kevin can say that he wants to fight Conor next and all this other bullshit, but I'm really looking after this fight. I'm going to grab a piece of pizza, a beer, and I'm going to enjoy myself because I worked my ass off for this camp, and I'm not really worried about anybody else besides Kevin Lee right now.
All right, fair enough. Kevin, the next
all the reporters have that like nervous laugh, like, oh, thanks, man.
couple of questions for you. Obviously, there's a massive opportunity for you. And now, while Tony has gone all 5 rounds before, this will be your first. Tony also showed excellent range control, was dominant in clinches, and dealt with the takedown threats in his last fight. So how do you analyze your next opponent?
Here we go. Finally, we got Kevin Lee on the line. Let's see what he says.
I'm gonna beat Tony Belle to whistle. I mean, that's what it's about. Tony, he had his chance.
What's with the stuttering? It's like Porky Pig.
I mean, the man already over the hill. He's 33. He's talking about what he's gonna do in the next 12 months. I mean, it's gonna be whatever. After this fight, they'll really don't know my name. I mean, I said it. People are shocked. People are confused as to why I'm getting the shot or why I'm doing this.
How are people what the fuck? How do people compare him to ripping off Conor McGregor? He can't even make a full sentence.
I'm doing. I said it months ago, and I'm saying it again.
I said.
I feel like I'm the real king around this bitch. So, I'm just 25. I'm just getting started. I keep getting better. He keeps getting worse. So it don't matter when you look at our skills, and you're gonna see it during the open workouts. You gonna see I'm gonna blow him out the water with skill.
Keep talking, kid.
It ain't no keep talking. It ain't no keep talking. I'm about to show you. Look. I give you a chance to say what you gonna say, to do your thing.
The only thing you're gonna walk out.
Here we go.
Is in a fucking gurney, Kevin Lee. You're locked. You fucked yourself, brother. That's what you did. You messed up by
hell no.
Talking shit, and you want to bring family into it. So you know what? I'm not a punk ass Jessie. You're dealing with the real fucking Mexican now.
Oh, he says you're dealing with the real fucking Mexican. Shots fired. Holy shit.
Yeah, sure. I'm letting you.
That's it. You're
Good.
I'm letting you. But then shit. Like you don't want to stand on the talking, so go ahead, keep doing it.
Can't even hear one word you're talking about. You need to enunciate.
Also, Kevin, you now have the chance to
folks saying, listen. Bottom line, folks saying I'm talking, but at the end of the day, I done fought 4 times in the last 12 months. I'm taking this fight. Nobody
I ran out of ass
Kevin. Nobody else in this division
you know what happens? It's like when you lose
and
you go like you lose in the tournament bracket, you have to fight your way back. You got knocked out, and then you had to fight your fucking way back. It's cool, man. Enjoy those fucking wins that you had, man, because it's gonna end.
Yeah, sure. Again, but I'm fighting. I mean, look, when we look at what you actually did, I mean, you fought a bunch of bitches. Let's not.
Why are you stuttering?
Let's be real here. You fought a bunch of bitches. RDA was whooping your ass and he bitched out in the second round.
You got knocked out by a black guy.
He bitched out.
Did he say you got knocked out by a black guy?
Edson Barboza was whooping your ass. He bitched out. Like, you fought a bunch of bitches that you walked down, and I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna happen. So I mean, we're gonna see what's happening.
You can be my next bitch. You wore the last outfit in the last bitch before too. All
right, let's do it. You fighting dudes that's already been, you fought RDA, who was already coming up and knocked down. You see, he was off the juice. He wasn't really feeling himself like that. And he bitched out.
Oh, speaking of juice, are you off the juice?
Oh, so you said you fought RDA off the juice, and he goes, speaking of juice, Kevin Lee, are you on the juice? It's terrible. Oh my God. It's so fucking bad. This trash talking is brutal.
Are you off the juice? With the growth hormone? Fucking bumps?
Oh, he says he got bumps.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no comment, huh? Fake.
Kevin, just completing the question, you have the chance to cement yourself as the top lightweight in the UFC now.
And then you got this guy. You can't even understand what he's saying. It's such a mess.
You said what?
You said what? He's like, what the fuck did this guy just say?
Kevin, just completing the question, you have the chance to cement yourself as the top lightweight in the UFC now.
You said what?
You had the chance to cement yourself as the top lightweight.
Oh, to cement yourself.
In the UFC. You obviously understood the value in marketing yourself as well. So what are your thoughts on being able to talk to rise up the ranks along with the ability to fight inside the cage?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's been. It's been that way. Like I said, I've been doing my last couple fights, all title fights. When you look at my
what?
opponent, they ain't got a lot of fights in the UFC, but these some of the toughest dudes. Like, you look around and ask who want to fight the Russian kid.
Could you imagine? Let's just take a break here for a second. Now, Kevin Lee is a complete badass. Okay, I can't. He's giving me fucking cancer of the ears. Look at his record. I mean, the guy, he's got a nice little resume. Little controversies last fight, but let's be honest. I mean, Chiesa was in some serious fucking trouble. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wins in a row. Lost one there, and then boom, he had 4 wins in a row. So, I mean, out of his last 10, he's only lost 1. Kevin Lee, he's on a roll. Young guy, 25 years old. But could you imagine this guy, Kevin Lee, being the next champ and listening to this over and over and over again? Like, like, just listening to that, it would just drive me fucking nuts. Maybe he's young. He's still trying to find himself. But fucking A. I don't know if I could handle it. I don't know if I could handle I don't know. Imagine this guy sitting on top of the throne, just mowing people down, but he just can't fucking talk. I mean, listen, we're just here to watch guys fight, gals fight, but there's got to be something. There's got to be something to root for here. This guy makes it very difficult for me to root for. But who knows? Maybe he could clean it up.
I want to fight Francisco Trinaldo. Nobody want to fight them dudes. I'm going down there. I'm taking a tough fight, and I'm preparing for them like they championship fights anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, like, people want to, people keep asking me, like, don't ask me shit about McGregor. Like, if anything, he can work his way back up to me. As far as I'm concerned, the man has 1 fight in the division, and it's against Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez is walking around here like a little bitch too. So I really don't give him much respect for that. So if he don't want,
this is Eddie Alvarez walking around like a bitch too.
If you want to take a tune-up fight, if you want to fight Nate Diaz next, he can go ahead and do what he's gonna do. I mean, make your money, baby. So I'm gonna make mine, and I ain't really worried about it.
I don't even know what the fuck he's saying anymore. Like, I just zone out listening to this guy talk. I don't know. Now, I've seen him on interviews before. He seems like a really nice guy. He seems like a good dude. So it's worth rooting for him being a good guy over Tony Ferguson. I mean, Tony Ferguson, he's kind of a dick. But love the way Tony fights. That's why I'm pushing in his direction. But Kevin Lee's a likable guy. Just can't fucking form a sentence. It's like what? I don't know, man. What?
All right, understood. One question for Demetrius. Obviously, there were a lot of questions going into UFC 215 about Ray Borg making weight, and the fight was called off for one reason or the other. Now, were there any second thoughts about fighting Borg on the UFC 216 card for you?
What did he say? I'm assuming he said something about, I think he's talking to Mighty Mouse now, right? And he said something about Ray Borg maybe concerning about him making weight. That's what I'm guessing.
No, not at all. I'm happy the UFC got it rescheduled super fast, and I'm just gonna worry about myself.
All right. So one last question for
Mighty Mouse. So what Mighty Mouse is doing is, as this is all going on, he probably has the thing on mute. He's hanging out with his family and his kids. He's playing around, and as soon as he hears like his name called, he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta fucking pay attention." Yeah, whatever. And then clicks the thing on mute again and goes back to living his life. Mighty Mouse couldn't give 2 fucks about what's going on.
Ray, you talked about falling ill due to a flu bug in your camp the last time around, and that being compounded due to the weather change in Canada. Now with 216 approaching, what changes have you made to ensure that you'd be 100% healthy going into the fight camp this time around?
I don't know. Maybe just staying healthy. I mean, there's sometimes you just can't. You can't, put up the inevitable. And everyone at my camp was sick. My wife was sick, and I was just banking on not catching it. But it happened. There's not a whole lot you can do. But been taking my proper vitamins, been taking care of myself is the only thing. I mean, but you can't really stop the sickness. So just been kind of.
Jesus Christ. They're trying to sell a pay-per-view with this shit. They're trying to sell it. Now, they do this over and over and over again. This is trying to sell a pay-per-view. It's straight up trash. It makes me not want to buy the pay. It makes me want the UFC to pay me for the pay-per-view. It's ridiculous. People are asking me, what's going on? What is the Indian guy saying? I have no fucking idea.
Just trucking along and doing the same shit.
Hold on. Everyone's dropping eggplants in the chat. So there's been a sighting. Oh, here we go. This is good stuff. Okay, so here we go. He's here. Where is he? All right, Domri, you're right about Lee being dumb, but his shit talk is funny and to the point. That is from Domri. Domri, welcome to the chat. Everyone has alerted me that you're here. Domri, what's going on? He's saying hello to everybody. Domri, go fuck yourself. How about that? How about you go fuck yourself right now? Because, Domri, I went back in the chat before on Wednesday, okay? You got all triggered for some fucking reason. I don't even know. We were having fun with our guest. Our guest was fine. I spoke to the guest afterwards. Everything was fine. This is the MMA-Holes, for God fucking sakes. But Domri apparently reported the MMA-Holes. Now, Domri, now that you're here in this fucking chat, I need you to fess up, motherfucker. Did you report?
Give us your best Valley Girl accent?
The MMA-Holes.
Like, oh my God.
Uh-oh. Alert.
My God. My God.
Domri's here. Fuck
my
Domri.
God. Really?
Go ahead, dance.
At that butt.
Everyone slap that ass as Ariel Hawani hits the buttocks. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Let's see what Frank Pavon says.
Domri, you cunt.
All right. So now it's time for a trial. If you just jumped in, UFC 216 media call, we're doing a little reaction to that. But, he says he did. All right, Domri, listen to me right now, you fucking asshole. You can go fuck yourself, okay? You could literally go fuck yourself with your stupid fucking avatar that you have over there. I'm sure you jump around in MMA communities and fucking preach your high and mighty ways, but you could literally go fucking sit on this shit. Sit on this shit right now, Domri. You got me fucking triggered as fuck. You report this channel? This channel is your fucking father. This channel is your fucking father. We will fuck you in the ass right now. We will ban you from this fucking channel and you can get the fuck out. You can go wherever the fuck you want to go and preach to your own fucking, I don't know, whatever the fuck you do over there. Domri has nothing better to do in life but to report YouTube channels. Domri reports a YouTube channel. So Domri, you could go fuck yourself, Domri. How about that? You fucking pussy. You're a fucking pussy, Domri. So do that. Take this and shove it up your ass. Report this fucking video too, you cunt. Fucking Domri, what a piece of shit. Domri, you like that, you cunt? What does he have to say? I'm sorry, Chris, but it was because the bell ends in the chat. We're going... Oh, okay, so let me ask you a question, Domri. So here I am with this show. I pump out, sometimes 4, 5, 6 shows a week over here, okay? I do 4, 5, 6 shows a week over here. I spend endless hours of my fucking time on this fucking show. Creating content over here. And you stupid cunt have to come in here and start fucking reporting the channel? Who the fuck do you think you are? Seriously. Who the fuck do you think you are? I mean, what a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit you are. Seriously. I mean, I never get fucking triggered, but this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous that you come on a channel and you try to fucking do shit like this. You have no fucking idea who you're messing with. We went against Vox. We went against Zuffa. The channel got shut down completely. And a fucking cunt like you thinks you're going to come over here and fucking... Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Domri. Get the fuck off my channel. Domri, go ahead. Say something. Say one last thing in that fucking chat. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Say one last thing in that chat so I can watch you get fucking banned, you fucking pussy. Absolutely. What a pussy. Absolute pussy, man. The biggest pussy I've met. We've only been on this channel for a fucking year. For a goddamn year, and Domri is the biggest pussy I've ever seen in my life. So go ahead, Domri. Go ahead. Open your fucking mouth, you cunt. I'll wait. Where are you? He goes, ha, ha, ha. All right, fuck off, Domri. See you later. See you later, but here you go. Here's your moment in the fucking sun, you fucking pussy. There's your moment. There you go. I just made you famous. So get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. Seriously. What the fuck? Triggered like a motherfucker right now. Fuck you, Domri. Let me get a fuck Domri in the chat. What a piece of shit. I've seen people like this all the time. I've seen pieces of shit like this all the time. But Domri is a fucking cunt. Domri is a cunt. You could shove that up your ass, Domri. You fucking piece of shit. Brave. How am I a pussy? What? How am I a pussy? I admitted it? Go fuck yourself. What a piece of shit. I admitted it. Yo, I have no patience for that shit. I have no patience for that shit. Here's the thing. This is my fucking show, okay? I run this shit over here. You can fucking shove your comments up your fucking ass. Go play with yourself. Make another account. Come back. We'll shove it back up your ass again. Like, what the fuck? You report this channel? Go fuck yourself. Piece of shit. Anyway. Papa J says open the lines. Trigger like a motherfucker. Domry's such a cunt. Such a cunt. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. But guys, we've got 10 more likes. Fuck Domry. Fuck that cunt.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
That's right, Brady Ferguson dances for likes every time. Now, here's the reason why I got fucking triggered by that cunt, okay? This is why I get triggered by this. This show is about trolling. I'm all about it, man. Have fun, say whatever the fuck you want in that chat. We don't ban anyone over here. But the minute you attack something over here, this is a community over here, okay? Not only are you attacking me, but you're attacking all the motherfuckers in here. And now Jesse's gonna dance. Let's go. Craig Lee.
Jessie's got her tits showing. Lying down.
69 tit showing.
Jessie's got her tits showing.
Lying down 69. Dom Reed, suck my dick.
Lying down with my tits in the air. Jessie Belle Hill doesn't fucking care.
Where is my dog? It's time to make out.
Shove that dog tongue
Right in my mouth. Go.
Jessie's got her tits showing.
Lying down
69
tit showing.
Jessie's got her tits showing.
Lying down 69. Dog kiss tit showing.
Jesse's got her tits showing. Lying down
69.
tits showing. Jessie's got her tits showing.
Lying down 69. Dog kiss
tits showing.
Fab. Craig Lee.
Fap.
Fuck Dom _ recook Dom re. I put on donation if this does not play Jessie play I wanted IT. Fuck Dom _ re. He looks like a abortion clinic rescue greater than that fucking cunt. Love to all the holes. I am now 11 months strong in chat. Many good people here.
That's right. That's right. Craig Lee, thank you for the donation. Thank you, Frank Pavon, for the donation as well. Yeah. I don't get triggered over here. I let you guys say whatever the fuck you want. This is a community of fucking assholes over here. That's why we're called the MMA-Holes over here. Okay? I'm new to your show. It is the best show on YouTube. Thank you, Gary. I do appreciate that. You're wonderful, wonderful. Appreciate the support of all the holes over here. But here's the deal. You could call, you could troll me on the phones. That's cool. I'm good with that. You could fucking have fun in here. We could do whatever the fuck you want. I give you a place to fucking say whatever you want to say. The minute you try to report this show and try to shut this show down, dude, you're done. You're done. You're fucking dead to me. And Domry, you're probably the biggest pussy I've seen in a while. Who else is a pussy? Fucking Bloody Elbow. Got cunts over there. Are pussies as well. But Domry definitely won the douchebag of the fucking year. 2017 douchebag, Domry. There you go. All right, I think we're good now. Are we good now? Hit me with the ones if you want to proceed with our show. Because I think we're done. I think we're done with that. Yeah. Domry could go fucking lick my balls for sure.
Lick my balls.
Fuck that asshole, man. I was dying for that motherfucker to come in here. Dying for that motherfucker to come in here. I am not playing, man. I am not playing. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You try to fucking shut this shit down, I will fucking... NH was timed out by Nightbot. NH, would you drop the N-word? For God's fucking sakes. Look at this. Aussie dude. Welcome, Aussie dude. You're wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You came on probably one of the worst reactions I've ever had to a fucking person in here. Chris, take a drink. Fucking time. This is G-Man. You don't want to fuck with the MMA-Holes. That's right. Got my hit woman in the chat. Jessie Belle Hill's there with a wrench. She'll fucking smack you right over the head with that wrench. All right. Let's all. No call-in and rant, says Kinshiro Ryu. I'm going to open up the phone lines right after we do this media call, but goddamn, I was waiting for that motherfucker. Can't stand that shit. Ronnie says, Dom Reed got 10 more dicks. Dom got 10 more dicks. That's right. He sure did. He sure did get 10 more dicks. All right. Take no prisoners. That's right, Mike H. We don't fuck around here. I swear to God, man. That guy got me triggered like a motherfucker. I've never. This is the first time like I really wanted to fucking. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. All right, let me stop. No more ranting. Let's go back to the media call because it is a wonderful, wonderful show on the MMA-Holes. We like to have a good time over here, dance and sing. We all fucked Dom Ree. We all had sex today. We all just came in Dom Ree's ass. So I think now we're gonna have a post-orgasm reaction to the. We'll talk about maximum cringe. Let's get back to the media call. If you're just jumping in right now, we're listening to the UFC 216 media call. Dom Ree could go sit on a fucking pipe bomb.
All right, if I can just add one more thing. You said you're not taking the services of a nutritionist this time around. So how has the entire process been for you for this particular camp as compared to the other times?
How's this camp gone because I'm not working with the nutritionist?
Yes.
Same as, my fights prior. I never had a problem making weight, to begin with. And, I tried to add on a nutritionist to help me out just because I was getting a little bit older. The weight
I can't even listen to this motherfucker, Ray Borg.
It was getting a little bit
I'm all
tougher to
pissed
cut,
off.
but, I just went back to doing the same shit that got me to the
Ray
show.
Borg.
And, I'm not working with anybody this time around just because.
Doesn't the Ray Borg, by the way, sound a little bit nervous, like he's going to miss weight again? He does not sound confident.
Because, one thing people don't understand is that it wasn't a weight issue. I was just legitimately sick. If it was a weight issue, then when Dana had his doctors come down to check me out, they would have told him it was a weight cutting issue, but the doctor did not clear me to fight because I was actually sick. So, in this sense, there isn't much of a point for a nutritionist because I didn't come home and blow up 10 pounds and, eat burgers all day. All I did was I came home, rested, made sure I was, eating the right foods to make sure I was feeling better. And, my weight was never a problem to begin with. So, my weight pretty much just stayed the same. And it's not going to be an issue at all. Like, in future fights, whatever, this weekend, next weekend, whatever. So, it's just been the same thing I've done for years and years and years. I never had a nutritionist.
Imagine the reporter's like, okay, I think we heard enough.
Leading up to the UFC, getting into the UFC, never had a nutritionist the first few fights. So, it's just doing things my own. I know my body more than any nutritionist ever will. So it's just deciding to do things by myself and how I used to do them.
All right, understood. Thank you, guys.
All right, so there you go. There was Ray Borg. He's confident. He's confident that he's gonna be able to make a weight.
Guys, appreciate the time.
Next
And fuck Dom Ree.
question comes from Jeffrey Harris, 411 Mania MMA.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. First question for Demetrius Johnson. Would you say Ray Borg still deserves this title shot in light of what happened at UFC 215? And do you think it maybe would have been better for you to wait to maybe fight the winner of Sergio Pettis versus Henry Cejudo?
Okay, this is an interesting question. Of course Mighty Mouse wants to fight Ray Borg because he wants to fucking break all the records against someone that no one even gives a fuck about.
Who the fuck is that guy?
So let's see what Mighty Mouse has to say about this. But, of course he's going to say, yeah, he's worthy.
No, I think he still deserves it. Guys, it's only been 4 weeks, nothing's changed. He got sick. It happens. It's happened multiple times in not just in this division, but other divisions. If I'm successful at defending my belt next week, then, I'll be able to fight the winner of Sergio Pettis and Henry Cejudo, so I see no different.
By the way, I want to see Henry Cejudo fight Mighty Mouse again. I need to see that rematch. I just need it. It's something I need out of that division. I need it in the worst way. So let's see Mighty Mouse run through Borg. I think Cejudo is going to beat Pettis, which is a tough fight for Cejudo, but I think he's going to beat Pettis. And let's run that fight back. I'm down for that. And you can notice in the background, Mighty Mouse doesn't give a fuck what his kid's playing and shit.
So, Ray, there were a lot of questions coming out of what happened with UFC 215, and you did part ways with the nutritionist you were talking about a lot before the fight with Perfecting Athletes. So why did you part ways with your old nutritionist if it was not a weight-cutting issue?
I'll go ahead and go on record and say this. The ladies at Perfecting Athletes are awesome ladies. They truly know what they're doing. They made my weight cut in Brazil so easy that I didn't even...
Would you guys stop asking Ray Borg questions? No one gives a fuck.
Believe them when they were on fight week, when they were telling me to do certain things. I didn't even believe them that it worked, but it worked, and they did an amazing job. The reason for parting ways with Perfecting Athletes went, a lot more in depth than what people know, and it's something I really don't wish to discuss, and something you're not going to get me to discuss. So, it has...
We're talking about the fight that
I was about to read Jay's comment and I fucking hit the wrong button. Fuck.
Don't worry about myself.
Canada. Now with 216 approaching, what changes have you made to ensure that you'll be
sick?
Fuck,
and,
where
you know,
were we?
I was just banking on, you know, not catching it, but, you know, it's
Oh,
sickness.
God, where
so
were we?
you know, I'm a nutritionist to help me after I was
where
feeling
were
better.
we?
And, you know, my weight was never a problem to begin with.
Oh, shut up.
Nutritionist ever will. So it's just
better for you to wait to make.
All right, the reason why I was going to address Jay Smooth. Jay Smooth said that he fucked Cejudo up. He really did fuck up Cejudo. He did. He did fuck him up pretty good. But, I mean, I think this is going to be a different time around. Now, listen, I do feel that Mighty Mouse is going to win again when it comes to the rematch against Cejudo. But I don't know. I think this is a different type of Henry Cejudo that we'll see. And I think we'll see a better fight this time around. So it would be fun to watch. Anyway, let me see if I can find myself back in the press conference, like falling asleep.
Maybe fight the winner of Sergio Pettis versus Henry Cejudo.
No, I think he still deserves it. I mean, guys, it's only been 4 weeks, you know. Nothing's changed. He got sick. It happens. It's happened multiple times in not just in this division, but other divisions. You know, if I'm successful at defending my belt next week, then, you know, I'll be able to fight the winner of Sergio Pettis and Henry Cejudo, so I see no different.
For Ray, there were a lot of questions coming out of what happened with UFC 215, and you did part ways with the nutritionist you were talking about a lot before the fight with perfecting athletes. So why did you part ways with your old nutritionist if it was not a weight-cutting issue?
You know, I'll go ahead and go on record and say this. The ladies at Perfecting Athletes are awesome ladies. They truly know what they're doing. They made my weight cut in Brazil so easy that I didn't even believe them when they were on fight week, when they were telling me to do certain things. I didn't even believe them that it worked, but it worked, and they did an amazing job.
Should be Ray Borg.
The reason for parting ways with Perfecting Athletes went, you know, a lot more in depth than what people know. And
wait, hold on. Stop the show. Stop the show right fucking now. We have 51 in the tip jar. That means we've got 10 more likes. Fuck Ray Borg, you boring fuck. Let's make this guy dance because we got 10 more likes. Yes! Let's go!
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There we go. We got 10 more likes. Every 10 likes, we make this man dance. Let's listen to Boring.
That I really don't wish to discuss, and something you're not going to get me to discuss. So, you know, it has nothing to do with the weight issue. It's a little bit more than that. You know, it's a lot more than that. It had nothing to do with the weight issue. It was more, it was different. And, you know, I really not wish to, you know, touch base on it right now. Maybe in the future you can pull it out of me, but not right now.
But Ray, are you positive that flyweight is the best place for you since?
Now they're questioning Ray Borg if he could stay at flyweight.
I mean, you are still just 24, and you have missed weight twice in the past. Are you sure 125 is where you want to stay for right now?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, in all honesty, I am only 24, and 4 years from now, 5 years from now, I don't know where my body's going to be. I don't know how my body's going to react. So I can't say for the future, but right now it doesn't make sense because most fighters, you know, most bantamweights, I don't know, I know a lot of bantamweights that walk around like at 155 or, you know, above. Me just naturally, me not trying to cut weight, just naturally getting in shape, my body just gets down to 136, 137 easy. And that's pretty small for a bantamweight if you ask me. So, you know, yeah, it does make sense for me to stay here right now.
Okay, and that's...
Oh, my God. It's goddamn hell. If you're just jumping in right now, UFC 216 media call, I mean, it's just, it's fucking AIDS.
Question for Kevin Lee. Both you and Tony are actually, I would say, pretty strong submission specialists. How do you match up with submission skills? And do you expect the fight going to the ground in any type of grappling battles in this fight?
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be the fight gonna take place everywhere, and you know we got different styles. We just, even though we might even come from the same background, you know, he believes a little bit different philosophy than I do, and I'm a show. I think I'm the best grappler in MMA grappler that there is. You know, I think I blend a lot of different styles together. You know, he sticks with that 10 planet kind of weird old style. Like, I don't really I've done this style a lot. I got a lot of guys that emulate this style real well, and I'm gonna shut it down. So if you want to play that game, we can. It's gonna be everywhere though. It's gonna be from pillar to post. This the real fight in the lightweight division.
It's gonna be what
show when you look at our skills.
Look at Tony Ferguson doing his imitation of Conor McGregor, interrupting as Kevin Lee's trying to get through a sentence.
Yeah, I mean, you want to do a whole lot of talking. Go ahead. The floor is yours, big boy.
Okay, he's giving the floor back to Tony Ferguson.
And for Tony, what do you think of
what was that? What just happened?
Kevin Lee in terms of his grappling and his other fighting skills?
He's got good grappling, but not as good as mine. He never did as well as I did in college. He's always been following my footsteps, man. He's always trying to do the same thing.
You crazy as hell, nigga. You 33. Like, where was you at 25?
Whoa,
like,
whoa, N-word. Easy there, Kevin Lee with the N-word.
Let's talk here. Hold on.
Because look, it's fake. Motown fake is the fakest dude I know. Talked his way up to get to a title fight, and he's not going to be able to talk his way out of that fucking cage. Once that door locks.
Okay, talk my way, but I got 11 UFC fights at 25,
like
so I don't see how talk. Where does talk come in at?
That's cute, bro.
Where does talk come in at? You the one that want to talk me. Where does talk? I'm just saying.
I'm going to knock you down with my jab. I'm going to knock you straight down with my jab. You're gonna get knocked out for some chin. I'm going to test that chin again. Wait till you shoot on me. I'm going to put your ass in Snapdown City and choke your ass off.
You knocked down more than me. What are you talking about? Like, do you watch your own fight? Like, what are you talking about?
Did you see yourself get finished by a jiu-jitsu black belt? By ground?
Sure, we're gonna see. You talking about some shit. You talking about some shit from 3 years, like 2-3 years ago. If you think I'm the same man, especially when I was only 22, 23 at the time. I mean, if you think I'm the same person, then go ahead, man. You ain't a big surprise.
You are the same person.
Because
you are the same fighter. Your style's the exact same way. I've been watching you like. You know what's funny? You've been watching me like a hawk. I got you scared.
Yeah, I've been watching all you motherfuckers, and you've been watching me too.
No, I haven't been watching anything.
Put my name in your mouth.
I know exactly what you're gonna do. I studied you beforehand, man. I already knew exactly how to beat you when I stepped on foot on Side Fox.
I got you, and I've been doing the same for you. I've been studying your game. I've been studying all y'all games, and I know y'all been studying mine. Y'all, the difference between me and you is I'll put your name on, like you want to put my name in your mouth. That's it.
They're trying to make no. They're trying to make a star off of me.
I'm really trying to get into this back and forth, but goddamn, it's so bad.
Try to make stars off of me, but the one thing
you've been watching me since we fought. When we fought on San Diego, when we fought on the same card in San Diego,
your mom ain't gonna save you. You're writing checks. Your body can't cash. Your porcelain chin's gonna get tested again. And wait till I choke your ass out.
You knew that we was fighting on August 1st, and you were still trying to call out Khabib even then. You looking for the easier fights even then. But you've been watching me since we fought on the same card in San Diego. Your coach
ain't nobody.
Bugs Bunny voice, yeah.
Ain't nobody dodging. Nobody ain't doing nothing. The only thing is
that's what it. I mean, numbers don't lie. That's what you did. You ain't do it. You ain't do it.
I ran out of asses to kick. That's it. I
ran out of asses to kick.
Said everybody I was going to finish the whole entire division. I had to settle for a fucking number 7. Okay.
He had to settle for a number 7.
Okay. And you were still looking to fight Khabib, which you know is the easier fight. If you don't think that Khabib is the easier fight, then I mean, come on, man.
The easy fight's Chiesa, bro. Come on, fight somebody real.
Oh man, fight somebody real. Making fun of Michael Chiesa. Oh my God. I can't take it. This is insane trash talk.
Watch how I do it. All right. What are you talking about? Like I accepted the fight before I even renegotiated my contract. So I don't know what you're trying to say. That I'm backing away from the fight. I'm the one that looking. I was the one pushing for the fight with you. You doing
talk too much. Just wait till you taste the leather of my jab. You're gonna
the leather of my jab. Oh my God. Oh God.
That's it.
Oh yes.
Good.
Fucking hit the ground so fucking fast. I'm gonna snag that neck. I'm gonna choke your ass out.
Okay. And
oh my God, I'm having a real tough time with this. Like they're trying. I gotta give them credit for trying to sell a fight here, but I'm having a little bit of a tough time buying into this. Right now, what do you guys think? Who is winning the banter between these two fighters, Kevin Lee and Tony Ferguson. Let me know right now in the chat who is winning the exchange of the two. To me, it sounds like Kevin Lee's just like Khabib, and then Tony Ferguson is just like, yeah, man, you ain't fighting no one. Gotta settle for number 7 because I beat everybody. But I mean, who's winning the exchange? Let me know in the chat.
Last one for Tony. What do you think
you're just saying Tony Ferguson is winning the exchange because you could understand what the fuck he's saying.
about where Khabib Nurmagomedov is right now? And do you think he still needs...
Khabib Nurmagomedov. Who the fuck is Khabib walk the dog? Khabib walk the dog?
1,
2. Holy shit, Kobe!
Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down 69. Tits showing. Jessie's got
Look at this.
her tits showing, lying down 69. Dog kiss tits showing. Lying down with my tits in the air.
Jessie Belle Hill
Doesn't fucking care. Where is my dog? It's time to make out. Shove that
dog tongue right in my mouth.
Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down 69. Tits showing. Jessie's got her
Kobe's
tits
corner.
showing, lying down 69. Dog kiss tits showing. Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down 69. Tits showing. Jessie's got her tits showing, lying down 69. Dog kiss tits
All
showing.
right. What does Kobe from Kobe's Corner say?
MMA-Holes.
There you go. He says MMA-Holes. Domree's mom reported. What's Domree's mom? Who the fuck is Domree's mom? I don't even know who that is. I'm sure Domree came in as another name and reported the channel again. Who gives a fuck? That's why, guys, here's the deal. Thank you very much, Kobe. That was very wonderful for making the Jessie Belle Hill donation song. I do appreciate that. And it is wonderful. The reason why we have those donations is because of cunts like Domree that try to play games. People with no lives, like a Domree, that come in here and try to fucking do shit. And, you know, when people have some sort of success on YouTube or anything, like, people just try to just bring you down. So those donations help in every way, and I do appreciate the donations. You guys are what keeps the show going. The donations. You look under here, you look at all these sexy swole people as they creep across the bottom. They all contribute to the sexiness of this show. So I do appreciate all the love and support. Domree, you can lick my balls, cunt.
Lick my balls.
That's right. All right, back to this shit.
to prove himself that
That's
he can...
a piece of tiramisu over in Dagestan. That's what he's doing. He's having 2 for 2 Tuesdays. Wait, today's Thursday. It's 4 for Thursdays. Fucking
Well,
fat
what
ass.
I mean is,
What?
do you think he needs to prove himself in another fight and that he can make weight without any issues, considering his last 2 issues, you know, the fight that he was scheduled to have with you and the other time he missed weight before in the UFC?
I don't know. I don't really give 2 fucks about that dude. He had his opportunity to fight with me, and you know what? Instead, he had to settle. I had to settle for Kevin Lee. Now, this dude, I mean, respect him. I give him credit for stepping up to the plate, and I said he's got more heart than half of these dudes in the top 5. But with that being said, I'm not Khabib. I will never try to be like Khabib. I'm glad I'm not even trying to even talk about Khabib because this dude's got issues, and he's worrying about me. He's pissed off at the fact that Kevin Lee and myself are going to be fighting for that belt. And he missed out on his opportunity. You can't be messing around like that. A fighter fights.
Thank you, gentlemen, and good luck with your fights.
All right. If you're just jumping in right now, we are listening to UFC 216 Media Call. That's right. It's a cringy media call, and we are listening to it because, well, next week it's going down. Tony Ferguson versus Kevin Lee, Mighty Mouse versus Borg, and the rest of the card's pretty good over here. But this media call is cringy as fuck, and what we like to do is just listen to the call together and talk about it as swole, sexy friends, the MMA-Holes. So there you go. Let's listen to the rest of this thing. We are more than halfway done with this, and yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Question comes from Cal Dansby with ABC 13 Las Vegas.
Hello, guys. Thanks for taking the time out. First question is for Demetrius. Demetrius, coming into this fight, a lot of people have been saying your names. A lot of people wanted to drop down to fight you from heavier weight classes. Do you feel like you have that bullseye on your back?
By the way, Brady Ferguson says, I'd rather lay under a glass coffee table and watch my wife's ass work while she takes a dump on it then listen to this trash talk.
That's it. That's it. You're
Good.
Seems like it. And with that being said,
wait, what the fuck just happened? Hold on, I got to get back to this question over here. Hold on, let me see what this question was. Mighty Mouse just goes, seems like it.
On your back? Seems like it.
Dansby with ABC 13, Las Vegas.
Let's listen to this shit.
Hello, guys. Thanks for taking the time out. First question is for Demetrius. Demetrius, coming into this fight, a lot of people have been saying your names. A lot of people wanted to drop down to fight you from heavier weight classes. Do you feel like you have that bullseye on your back?
Does he feel like he has a bullseye on his back with people dropping down and everyone looking at Demetrius Johnson? And let's see what Demetrius Johnson says.
Seems like it.
Thanks. All right, thanks.
And with that being said, after this fight, are you looking to welcome someone down to your division, or do you?
This could be one of the worst media calls ever. It's so fucking bad. I literally want to just take my fucking head and bash it through these bricks. I just want to smash my head through these bricks. I mean, this is unbelievable. They're literally trying to sell a fight, a pay-per-view, UFC 216, and the more I listen, the less I want to watch it.
And try to take someone else's belt.
It's crazy.
To be honest with you, I'm just worried about this fight, get through this, and then I'll sit down with the higher brass of the UFC and my management, and then we'll see what makes the most sense.
What the Mighty Mouse, the king of a lot of of many words. Mighty Mouse definitely he really knows how to sell a fight, that Mighty Mouse. He really does. Yeah. Okay. Seems like it. Blah blah blah. Okay, next question. MMA-Holes Unite. You are watching a reaction show to UFC 216 media call. That's right. Cringy as fuck over here. UFC 216. Listen, I'm still going to be doing a fight buddies for it. I'm still going to be fucking reacting to it because in all fairness, it's a fun card. It actually is a fun card. It's just a terrible media call. And if people just stumble upon this thing and like, oh, let's listen to this shit. Let's see if maybe this will give me a reason to buy the pay-per-view. Well, it's not.
All right, next question for Tony. Tony, looking forward.
Brady Ferguson says Mighty Mouse gives 0 fucks, and that is true.
If you become champion, do you feel like...
Oh, Tony Ferguson corrects him and says, when I become champion.
When you become champion, do you...
And the reporter thinks it's hilarious.
Do you buy into that hype of the whole red panty night scenario? We've seen other people wait around for Conor.
No, I don't understand that. I don't like red. I like blue. That's my color. But
God,
red panty, green panty, don't fucking matter. Wherever they put in front of me, and my first manager told me, he's like, Tony, you make your money by winning, and that's Brock Lesnar's manager. That's Brian Stegman. He tells me, Tony, don't worry about anything else. Everything else is going to fall into place. And I kept that same attitude. I signed with the management, and I kept the same attitude. I'm not
Hold on a
anytime
second.
soon.
He got the wrong advice. He got the wrong advice there because he said, you make money by winning. Well, what about Mighty Mouse? He'd be making a hell of a lot more money. He wins if he just fucking opened his mouth. If Mighty Mouse would just fucking open his mouth and say a couple more words, maybe show that he gives a fuck, Mighty Mouse would be fucking killing it right now. But instead, like Tanner says in the chat, Mighty Mouse playing video games. He has to fucking play video games online. He wouldn't have to play video games online. He'd be fucking shitting money. He'd be literally shitting money if he just talked a little smack, or not even that, just had a little bit more of a personality to sell a fight. But instead, he's just like, feels like it. So winning doesn't make the money. It's got to be the package. It's got to be the package. Now, you don't have to fucking put on this fake persona or anything like that. Just drink a little coffee before the press conference. That's all. Before the media call. Or take a Catalyst Mint or some shit like that. Get some caffeine in your fucking system. And then get going. And maybe you'll make a couple more bucks. Maybe you won't be the fucking co-main event when you are a fucking real title fight. Maybe. It's not about winning. It's about the whole package. And Mighty Mouse is very off from that. So, Tony Ferguson, you got the wrong advice.
Except when they offer you Michael Johnson, and then you back out, then you run away, then you just take the money and run. Like, I mean, come on, Hey, look, I always give Tony respect.
When they offer Michael
And
Johnson,
I will
they
say
cut my
Tony
cage by
is
3/4.
but
Kevin,
you know, come
Kevin,
on,
I'm
come on.
Mexican,
Look,
but
as
I'm not gonna break my back
a
over this.
competitor, as
And
a
the one
fan,
thing
you
is,
Dumb Reesbone. Like, who the fuck is this stupid ass?
that dude was not going to be able to make 170 fucking pounds.
Sure. I don't care. I mean, you
go ahead. Fucking pawn. And you know what? I didn't see your ass stepping up. Punk.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was down in Brazil at the time, and I actually tweeted, and I said, fucking find me to Las Vegas right now. I don't know if you remember, because I don't know. I don't know how your memory be working.
All I have
But
to tell you is, look, money didn't make sense, dollars didn't make it right, but I got to fight, and your ass is going to go night-night.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That's it. Oh yes, good. Hold on a second.
okay. Yeah, no, I was down in Brazil at the time, and I actually tweeted, and I said, fucking find me to Las Vegas right now. I don't know if you remember, because I don't know. I don't know how your memory be working.
All I
But
have to tell you is, look.
You guys ready for this? I want you all to soak this in. The line of the media call. I want you to all soak it in. I want you all to soak this in. I hope you're ready for this. Because Tony Ferguson says,
money didn't make sense, dollars didn't make it right, but I got to fight, and your ass is going to go night-night. Makes sense, dollars didn't make it right, but I got to fight, and your ass is going to go night-night.
okay, that's a good little nursery rhyme. But again, as a fighter and as a competitor, I had to take it away from you. You should have stepped up. You should have took that fight with Mike. If it was me, and they would always.
why didn't he said? Now Kevin Lee goes, "Oh, that was a good little nursery rhyme." If I was Kevin Lee, I would have been like, "What the fuck was that? Are you kidding me? Did you just fucking say that? Like, did that really just enter you? Did that just exit your mouth? Did you really just fucking say that, Tony Ferguson? You just made me cringe so fucking hard, my asshole puckered up as I listened to the most ridiculous thing ever, a nursery rhyme and a media call. The fuck was that? Oh my God. You know what that is? It's fucking maximum cringe.
Take shit. I did my part. Look, I was bitch asses. Mike already knows I will finish his ass. You ask him straight up, and he'll tell you straight up. I've had conversations with Mike. Look, this is a
woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Boy.
I want to kill myself.
You're a kid. I'm gonna send you packing, bro. You're gonna.
Dank Homie, late night smoker says.
Go back.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I know you bring up my age a lot. I know there's a little bit of resentment there because
I think you have such a big chip on your
25.
shoulder. You're about the 25
like,
of life,
I
man.
That
You're everything that's like that, and you talk too fucking much, and I can't wait to hit you and let you hit the fucking pavement, man. Like straight up, I can't wait to drop you like with my jab.
What? Wait, what? Hold on. What? Hold on a second. Hold on.
A little bit of resentment there because
I think you have such a big chip on your
25.
shoulder. You're about the 25 of life, man. You're everything that's like that, and you talk too fucking much, and
He's saying you talk too much.
I can't wait to hit you and let you hit the fucking pavement, man.
He can't wait to hit you and let you hit the fucking pavement. The fuck? Now they're gonna fight outside. They're gonna take it to the streets. They're gonna take it outside of the cage and put it in the streets out there. And they're gonna fucking hit the pavement. Kevin Lee is gonna hit the pavement. The fuck is even going? What is going on?
And like straight up, I can't wait to drop.
I wish there was someone moderating. Like, guys, I mean, you're just not making any fucking sense right now.
You like with my jab and just wait.
Could this possibly be the worst trash talking you've ever heard? Let me know in the chat right now. Is this the worst trash talking you've ever heard?
I've been out there in Big Bear Mountain fucking doing crazy shit that you haven't even no fucking clue. It don't matter who puts in front of me. Your ass is mincemeat, kid.
Your ass is mincemeat. Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Your ass is mincemeat.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah. That's it. Good. Mincemeat.
Okay. I mean, even when we got into it at Fox, I mean, it seemed like you like to do the talking more than me. So I'll let you go.
No talking. You talk so much. You're not even funny.
See what Ortega says in the chat? James Ortega says, if I was Kevin Lee, I would call Tony Ferguson a crackhead with sunglasses and a bitch. I mean, that would make so much, that would be so much better. Like, how is Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson is handing, like he's giving him layups. Like he's just giving, Ferguson's like, here you go, buddy. Here you go, Kevin. Go for it. You can do it. Here's the ball. Just laid it right in the hoop. And Kevin Lee's just like, just take advantage. Take advantage, man. Take advantage of Tony Ferguson's cringe right now. Now, we did do a media call reaction when Tony Ferguson and Khabib were supposed to fight. And that was actually fun. That was a fun listen. This is a disaster. Tony Ferguson, I give you a big L for this.
You said about all this mic time. You think mic time's going to save you? Get out of here.
Kevin,
All right.
Next question is for you.
Yeah.
And how about this? Ronnie Deal Jr. says, now you know why Conor's paid. It's about the full package. Now, you don't have to be a trash talker, okay? You don't have to be a trash talker. You don't have to go that route. But here's the deal. These two are trash talking right now. If you step in the trash talking world, you have to fucking bring something to the table. You can't be like, all right, it's time to trash talk, and then just shit the bed. They shit all over the bed. It's ridiculous. It's a disgrace.
How much do you put into rankings? And we've seen other champions. We've seen recently Cody Garbrandt. You guys both talked about Conor McGregor just taking his first fight and winning a title in the division. Do you feel any pressure, as you know, Tony constantly talks about you being number 7 and you not fighting anyone? Do you feel pressure because of that? Do you embrace that? Does it fuel you going into fights like this?
Yeah, I mean, it don't really matter. Like, I don't see why even other fighters are putting, you know, them rankings, they don't matter. Y'all make them rankings. I don't give a fuck about them rankings. The only thing everybody in this division got on me is some years, is some time. That's it. So when you look at the rankings, they don't really matter. You look at some of these dudes that's in the top 25, top 30, they tough enough. They will beat any of the guys in the top 5. So, you know, they got Nate Diaz, who's got 10, 11 losses in top 5. You know, it don't make sense. They got Justin Gaethje, who only got one fight against, you know, apparently beating Mike Johnson in this game is really something, because you got Khabib up there at number 1, and the man don't fight. You know, you got Gaethje with one fight up above me. I mean, the rankings don't really mean shit. So you can say I'm number 7. You can say whatever you want to say. Like, I say I'm number 1, and this will prove on October 7th.
What the fuck? Does anyone even know what Kevin Lee just said? Can anyone in the chat right now? I'm not going to replay what Kevin just said, but does anyone know what the fuck he just said? I was literally just trying to listen. I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna try to soak this in. I heard some names in there. I heard Gaethje, his name was in there. I heard a couple of things in there. It just didn't make any fucking sense. Let me know in the chat if you guys know what the fuck he said. We're winding it down. Don't worry, guys.
Last question, and it's for both of you guys. Tony, you can answer it first. Will you guys be watching that Gaethje fight versus Alvarez? And do you guys consider that a number 1 contenders fight for, you know, when you walk out with the belt?
I watch every fight. I study everybody in the division. You know, I'm gonna watch that fight, but again, they gonna beat each other into retirement. You know, they both out there slurring their words already. So, am I really looking forward to that fight? I mean, a little bit, but not really. Eddie's been around here in Las Vegas for a little bit. He's been kind of giving me props. He wanted to shine my shoes the other day, so maybe Eddie will come out on top and I give him a chance. But I gotta see all the gates before I get really get excited
Porky
about
Pig.
it. I like the challenges. Tony Ferguson was a big challenge. Nobody's been able to figure out that style and that rhythm, and the man's got a lot of heart. So I like the big challenges. As far as Eddie and Justin, they're not really big challenges, you know. So I don't know. Maybe after that fight, they'll prove something.
The fuck did he say? What did he say? Oh my God, I can't. Fuck Bumley and asshole Fergie. Peace out. F Norway. Let's see. Wake up with McGregor is back. Says 84th Viking. So when McGregor comes back, yeah. The A-side got deleted by Jessie Belle. Oh my goodness. Must have said some horrible things in there. We're winding this down, guys. If you're just jumping in, UFC 216 media conference call. It's a Friday show. I figured I'd play the autism for you guys. It is maximum cringe. Now, if you guys are wondering why we're still going with this, I mean, it's in the thumbnail. It says maximum cringe. I don't lie to you guys. Now, I didn't listen to this. This is the first time I'm listening to it. So I'm going along with you guys. I heard bits and pieces of it. As soon as I heard the stuttering of Kevin Lee and the cringy trash talk of Tony Ferguson, Mighty Mouse's small, slow, non-answering responses, and Borg's just boringness, I was like, we have to do something about this. We have to talk about this. The UFC needs to do something about these conference calls, these media calls. This has happened multiple times. When you put these guys on the phone, you put the media that tries to pull some fucking content out of these guys' mouths, and they just look stupid. They make them look dumb in these situations. They should make these things 10 minutes tops, get the questions out of the way, and move on. But this call goes 40 minutes. 40 minutes. And as it goes along, it gets worse and worse. We are winding the call down, so let's finish this fucker up right now.
Go ahead. You can answer on that.
I didn't know they were fighting. I didn't give two fucks. The only thing I worry about is you.
All right, thank you guys.
Next question comes from Rodney James Edgar with
The best part of it is the moderator's like,
MMA Latest News.
Hey, good afternoon, y'all. This is Rodney James for MMA Latest News. First question is for the chat. What's up, Mighty Mouse? How you doing, buddy?
oh, this should be a great one. What's up, Mighty Mouse? I'm sure this is going to be a fun-filled answer.
There's been a lot of discussion about your promotion. That conversation has come from all angles, from the media, the fans, from you, from UFC. How well do you think the UFC did in promoting your main event at UFC 215?
That's 215's behind us now. I thought they did a good job. I mean, they built that card basically around us. It was a sold-out crowd, and I did all my media obligations. Went up to Edmonton, did all that stuff. Now, with us being on UFC 216, they've seen a lot of commercials, and they've been hyping it up. So even though we're not the main event, I feel their engagement in this fight is still good.
Okay, and that answers my next question. I was going to say the same about 216. Thank you, champ. Ray Borg, so we've heard you speak very few times since 215 was canceled. On this call, you've mentioned a few times that you were sick. Can you actually tell us what the diagnosis was? I've never heard that. What was the diagnosis?
What was the diagnosis with Ray Borg? And they did say he was sick, so this is interesting. I'm curious to see what he says about this.
For your illness.
The diagnosis, I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor. He just told me that I had a flu virus.
He goes, I don't fucking know. He goes, I don't fucking know. This might be the best thing that Ray Borg has said so far. It's like, what am I, a fucking doctor?
And that was it. I mean, I was throwing up. I was, I had the shakes. I had
He's like, I was sick, you fucking idiot. What do you want me to tell you?
the shivers, and it wasn't like no weight cut.
I was puking. I was shitting. I missed the bowl. I couldn't wipe my ass properly. I had to jump in the shower and shower blast the shit out of my ass. I was puking. What else do you want to know, you fucking idiot? I had a fever. I couldn't fuck my wife because I was too weak. Anything else you want to know, stupid reporter?
Cutting type
That would have been great if he answered it like that, by the way.
sickness. I just got the flu, and that was it. I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really diagnose it. I mean, you can call the doctor.
You did. That's what I was looking for. So who was the final decision authority? You said they didn't clear you to fight. The doctors had the final decision authority?
Yeah. We were still cutting weight as I was sick. I mean, we were trying to.
Okay, here we go. Jet Hud says, I would like to ask the MMA-Holes for just one stream if we could, instead of donations to Chris for a show, maybe we can donate to send to Puerto Rico. Well, you know what? That's not a bad idea. We're going to be doing a show for breast cancer, actually. I know this has nothing to do with Puerto Rico, but we do want to do one show where we get together with multiple YouTube channels and get some fighters on over here. T-Man, friend of the show, Jessie, Belle Hill. Get as many YouTubers as we can get together and do like a charity stream, like live stream deal, where I'm live, other shows will be live at the same time. We'll be pushing content back and forth. So if you want to see this with the MMA fighters on here, all the donations go towards that charity. It looks like it's going to be breast cancer. I do want to do something like that. I would love to do something like that. So, yeah, not only do, I'd like to make money for myself here, which would be nice. It would be great to do something like that. So if you guys would like to see that, hit me with the ones in the chat, and we could do a show where I could just load it up with guests and get some donations in for charity. That would be a good cause or something like that. We'll figure that out. Fuck Puerto Rico. I need money too. I'm broke in New York, says Kinshiro Ryu. That's true. Flawless, it's up, says MMA holes are lit. I would like to do that. Breast cancer awareness is Jessie Belle Hill. So yeah, we would definitely like to do something like that. It's tough. There's so many causes out there. There's so many people in need with money. I fucking need money. That's why I take donations. So I need money too. I'm a charity. I'm a charity as well. But there are needier people out there, and I would love to do a show for that. It would make me feel good. I need a way to go to heaven. I don't believe in it, but I would need a way to go there, and the only way for me to get to heaven is to do a donation show to charity. So maybe God will let me in then, right? Let's see. And look at that. The chat room wants to see it, so I think that would be cool. Donations are lit. Flawless. That's right. They are lit. Could you imagine Jessie Belle Hill tit showing song for for breast cancer awareness? I should. You know what I would do? I would probably do a Streamlabs thing where I would make songs, like really cringy songs, but for a good cause. So that's what I would like to do. And they would be horrible songs. They would be fun, but they would all go for a good cause, and we'd have a little bit of fun with it. So that'd be good. I donate $150 every month to Bro Cookers, says Kinshiro Ryu. There we go. We know Christopher is still rough, says G-Man Mule. And H says, I fucking need money, too. I'm broke. I mean, listen. I don't have money coming out of my ass. That's why I do take donations over here. But, yeah, that would be fun. I would like to do that. So we'll get that shit done. And look at this. Roman Lopez is now an MMA hole making me dance. And Roman Lopez is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Can you do a charity donation show for people addicted to porn? That would be a good one. But then I would just make that donation go to me. There you go. This chat reminds me of Jerry's kids. Excuse me, this is Don Marie's mom. Why the fuck was I in a timeout, says Meaty Clackers? Well, apparently you did something wrong in there. All right, guys, we're going to finish this thing up. We're almost done with the UFC 216 media call. Let's wrap this fucker up and have a little fun. We'll take some calls at the end of the show. Maybe invite a guest in. We'll have a little fun on here on a Friday night.
And make it to the fight. It wasn't me saying, oh, I'm sick, I don't feel good, I can't fight, someone please call a doctor. We were cutting weight, and then they got wind that I was sick. The UFC got wind that I was sick, and this goes, like I said, this goes deeper than, what you guys need to know. And the UFC doctors got wind that I was sick, so Dana sent his doctor. I can't remember his doctor's name off the top of my head, but he was flown into Canada. He came into the room. He checked me out. He, did his whole doctor examination shit and deemed me unfit to fight. So, it was his call, not mine.
Okay, thank you, Ray. All right, next question is for El Kakui, Tony Ferguson. The initial clash between you and Kevin Lee that took place live on air immediately following Chiesa versus Lee, you showed a little bit of reluctance to fight him. I don't mean because, you were afraid of him or anything like that, but because of his ranking. You said that he was, a little bit too far down the rankings, need to get some more wins in order to step up to your level. But then shortly after that, this fight was made. So what changed? Because that's a pretty drastic change.
Khabib's bitch ass didn't want to show up, so we got to figure out something. My shelf life is great. I might be.
We're going to cut off Tony Ferguson because Brett Scanlon is an MMA hole. Welcome, Brett. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome to the show, my friend. You are wonderful, wonderful. Brett Scanlon. Yeah, that's right. Part of the family. Let's finish this shit up.
33, but I fucking move quicker than Kevin Lee could ever move.
Tony Ferguson moving quicker than Kevin Lee? I could still see that, yeah.
And he was the only one that wanted to sign a dotted line, so now we got to fight.
Okay, good answer. So I see that you've been training up at Big Bear. That's kind of your go-to. What's it been like up there? And what's the weather like? Tell us what it's like training.
Cold. It's cold. It's dark. I'm running with the bears and the coyotes, and I'm a fucking road runner, man. I've been out there literally.
I feel bad for Tony Ferguson's wife. Could you imagine she has to roll over in bed and listen to this weird shit that he talks about running with coyotes and all this? What the fuck?
I mean, thousands and thousands of feet every single day with 50-pound packs, and once I get to the top, I'm doing mitts and I'm flipping boulders and I'm carrying this shit. I'm being a Neanderthal, man. I'm a mountain man right now. So all this bougie shit that's going to try to bring me down, I'm putting it to the side, and I just can't wait till next week. I get my hands on this kid.
Okay, thanks. And last question is for the Motown Phenom, Kevin
It would
Lee.
be great if you'd be like, thank you, Neanderthal.
You stated earlier when we spoke here at the UFC Performance Institute during the media day there that you wanted to fight Khabib. You also said that you don't think McGregor will be willing to fight by December, even though he claims that he will. Dana White also said that. So do you still see Khabib as your next most likely opponent?
I said.
To fight Khabib just because he would have been an easy fight.
He keeps saying Khabib would be an easy fight. Kevin Lee versus Khabib. Khabib being an easy fight. Interesting.
You know, that's the name of the game. The most amount of money for the easiest fight. I've been calling his ass out for, over a year. He's going to keep downplaying me. All these dudes going to keep downplaying me. I mean, that was what the whole thing started with me and Tony. You know, when they try and downplay me, it's like, all right, it's cool.
I miss his head is too small. His head is too small.
But we'll see on October 7th. So, yeah, I'm going to talk my way into the next fight, too. And the word I'm going to say is yes. When they call me and they want me to fight, I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say yes to the toughest challenges. If that's could be, a lot of people think that he's the number one contender for some reason. So I like that challenge. I like to go out there and shut him down, especially if he's still defeated.
Thanks. And speaking of the UFC Performance Institute, that's a very new facility. And I see that fighters like you and some of your teammates that experience the tour, like Brad Tavares, have been taking advantage of using that facility. Can you tell us a little bit about that? It looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about the UFC facility. Let's talk about that as we hype up UFC 216. Let's get people to buy some pay-per-views. But let's just talk about the UFC facility.
I'm here right now. I just got done doing a little bit of, we fine-tuning things. The hard work is already done. So I'm here. I'm walking around. I've been walking around this bitch like I own it. So I've been here. I've been walking around here in my paws every day. I'm here more than the staff is. So it's amazing. It's open pretty much all day for me. I stay until after the staff leaves. And I'm here all night. So look, it ain't no better place in the world to train. It's got everything that you could need. So I'm taking full advantage of it. And I told them when they first opened it that I was.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
Our final question comes from...
Final question in the chat. This is the final question of the UFC 216 media call. We've made it, ladies and gentlemen. What will the final question be? UFC 216 media call. 65 people watching. Tony Ferguson versus Kevin Lee. Johnson versus Borg. We've been on the edge of our seats this whole fucking time. And it's time to end the UFC 216 media call. Drama. Cringe. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to end it. Finally. We will hear the final question of this shit show. What will be the final question of the UFC 216 media conference call? Are you pumped up? Brian Roy just says it's the worst call ever. Tony's my new favorite to steal beats.
From Nicholas Peralta with MMAWreckage.com.
How you doing? Thank you guys for taking the call. I appreciate it. Demetrius Johnson, my first question is for you. There was a little bit of controversy following UFC 215. I know you probably are tired of getting these questions about it, but you never actually were able to iterate whether or not you were actually paid your show money for UFC 215. Were you?
Was he paid his show money for UFC 215? I remember he was saying that it took a while and he hasn't seen it. Some time has passed. Has the UFC... Actually, this is a good... I kind of want to know this.
I was not. We worked it out. First round management took care of me and sort of the UFC, so they got the fight scheduled within 4 weeks. And typically, in the past, if a fighter, doesn't make weight, like, Donald Cerrone happened to him. I think Tony Ferguson happened to him where he didn't make weight, but even though Tony Ferguson made weight, his fight wasn't being rescheduled so quick. So with this fight only being 4 weeks different, there's like a rule that they have. So to answer your question, no, they fixed day. We're fighting next Saturday.
Wait a second. So, did I hear this correctly that Mighty Mouse said he did not get paid for his last fight, and because they rescheduled it for UFC 216, he's getting paid for that? Interesting. Sounds like some money was under the table. I don't know. I'm a little confused there, but he says he did not get paid by the UFC for any purse money for Borg falling out. Interesting. Very interesting.
And was there a contingency plan for this fight in case Borg or yourself, for whatever reason, were unable to make it to this fight next Saturday? Or if Borg was unable to make weight?
Yeah, this is a good question. Why would you take the fight unless you had something set in stone that your ass is getting paid this time around? Could you imagine Borg fucking misses?
No.
What? What? No. No. So you mean to tell me, Mr. Mighty Mouse, that you signed another contract to fight a UFC 216 against a man who has missed weight before, and if it happens again, you're going to get screwed again? Like, what are we just going to keep pushing it off? Maybe UFC 217 or 218 you'll fight? What?
And Ray Borg,
Wow.
question for you. If the worst should happen and you are unable to make weight, what would be the end result for you?
If I show up and I don't make weight, what's the end result?
Yeah, well, for you, personally.
For me, yeah, I mean, I first of all, I don't see that happening, so it's hard to even imagine what would happen. But I mean, I guess if I'm gonna, play the what if game, I imagine they would make me move up to 35. I mean, but that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna miss weight, so it's hard to really think about what would happen. But if we're playing the what if game, then what if I miss weight? Whatever, then I imagine I'll have to move up to 35.
Okay. So if you miss, what the fuck?
And what would it mean for you to win the flyweight championship next Saturday, given all the controversy that has surrounded you?
What would it mean to win the flyweight? What the fuck kind of question is that? Should Ray Borg be like, it would suck. Why would I want to be champion? If I win, I might want to give the belt back because, I missed weight the first time, so I'm just gonna give the belt back. What stupid question is that?
It would obviously feel good, but I mean, it doesn't change just because there's a lot of controversy since UFC 215. Nothing has changed in my mind. My mind is still to go out there and win that belt. There's nothing else that's going to change just because, some shit happened between now and then doesn't mean I'm going to have a different approach and try to go in there to prove all these Twitter fans and all these haters wrong. I'm going in there for myself. I always fight for myself and for my family, not for the fans.
I mean, listen. You're fighting Demetrius Johnson, for God's sakes. The guy doesn't fucking lose. There's no Twitter haters or anything like that. You're going to fucking lose. All right?
I fight for myself. If the fans like what they see, then great. That's a plus for me. But I'm going out there for me, so nothing has changed between now and then.
Thanks, Borg. And for Kevin Lee, quick question. What was it?
That's a good question there by Kobe. This is how do these idiot reporters get paid? It's unbelievable. Half of them can't even form a sentence. And then they ask these bizarre questions that make absolutely no sense. Like, I would ask him, hey, I would ask Tony, hey, before the fight, you going to get that fucking dick wet or what? What's going on? You going to get the dick wet before the fight? That's the question we need to hear.
What was the extent of your relationship with Ferguson during your time at Grand Valley State University?
We ain't really have much of a relationship. I just knew about the guy and, kind of, like I said, I always gave him respect even before I, really knew him. And then, he don't want to retaliate it. So I'm going to get my respect. When I knock him down, when I hurt him, then after the fight, he going to shake my hand and he going to give me the respect. So, it wasn't really much of a relationship. I only wrote for a couple of years. I was more so, that's where our styles differ in the first place. I was already fighting as I was wrestling at the same time. I was fighting as an amateur. I was fighting as a pro my sophomore year, and then I stopped after that because I had bigger goals and bigger dreams than just being 24 and being a national champ of a bum ass school, like or whatever you want to say.
Is anyone else having the same problem I'm having? Every time Kevin Lee starts talking, you just kind of like, and then you just kind of snap out of it. And then he starts talking again, and you're like, it's like that GIF. You ever see that Ice Cube GIF from 22 Jump Street when he finds out that his daughter's getting fucked by the short fat guy? What the hell's his name? Short fat guy from 21 Jump Street. And Ice Cube's like, that's what I feel like when Kevin Lee's talking. I just zone out. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Thank God that this call is over.
All right, my last question is for Ferguson. Ferguson, you haven't been able to fight in about a year based on Khabib not being able to fight earlier this year. Has that at all hindered you, or do you feel like the time off has been any bit of a blessing?
No, absolutely. I had a 10-month camp with this guy. This bitch is in trouble.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Sure.
This bitch is in trouble. Kevin Lee says, yeah, that makes total sense.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I would now like to turn the conference back over to Dave Lockett for closing remarks.
All right. What the fuck? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bang! Maximum cringe. You have just witnessed maximum cringe. You have just witnessed a reaction to UFC 216 media call. I mean, if that doesn't make you want to watch this card of swollenness, I don't know what will. They literally maybe not want to watch this card. And I wanted to watch the card before this. But now I'm like, I kind of want to boycott it from that media call. Here's the chat room over here with Swole MMA-Holes hanging out. Domry's mom, the redheaded man, is the king of the MMA-Holes. That's true, Jessie. That is true. Everyone comes through me first. Guys, we have 60 in a tip jar. So that means one thing. We have 10 more likes. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Keep liking this video. Let's have a little fun. We're going to take some phone calls.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There we go. Brady Ferguson dances for likes. We did it 6 times with him. We'll actually do it 5 because we started off with 20 some odd likes. But 61 likes on a Friday. Chris, this would have been better if it was a panel instead of a conference call. Agreed, Michael Anzalone. I mean, they're going to be, I'm assuming that they're going to put these guys on a stage together and have them go at it before UFC 216. I'm assuming that's going to happen. They usually do that before a pay-per-view. But do you really want to see it? Do you really want to see it? I mean, that was boring as fuck. Maybe when they were looking in each other's eyes, it's different. When you saw Kevin Lee and Michael Chiesa on a stage going back and forth and they wanted to strangle each other, that was interesting. I don't know if we'll get to see that with these guys in person next week, but next week is fight week. So UFC 216 will be fight week next week. Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, and that's what we're going to be fucking bombarding you guys with. I'm curious to see what fight goes up on the main card, one of these. But any one of these fights could jump onto the main card, and I'd be cool with it. So, some good stuff over here. I am, for some reason, I think they're going to leave this here. This is a very good fight, but they always like to leave a good fight at the end of the television card. They don't like to just blow their load and throw it all into the main card. I've noticed that they like to throw a good one at the head of the FX, and this is on FX, which is interesting. It's not Fox Sports 1, it's not FXX, but it's FX, the prelims. They just keep on changing it. That's another great job by the UFC, by the way. At least Bellator, you have Spike. That's it. You got Spike. But with the UFC, you got Fox Sports 1, you got Fox Sports 2, you got FX, you got FXX, and you got regular Fox. You never fucking know. I don't have cable, so I don't have to worry about DVR and all that bullshit. I have my other ways. But for the people that have cable and set their DVRs, they're missing events because it just is all over the place. You never know what fucking station the fucking UFC is going to be on. I feel it's a blunder. And then on top of that, they have Fight Pass. And then on top of that, they have pay-per-views. There are so many different ways to watch the UFC, so many ways to miss the UFC, and I think it's a very big problem. I'm curious when their Fox contract is up. I'm curious to see what the UFC does after that. Maybe they could make it more exclusively on Fight Pass, or maybe they could get a big deal and keep it on one fucking channel. I know Fox owns all those channels, but just put it on one fucking channel. It's so weird. You know, there's a lot of people that are missing your fights because it's all over the place. Now it's on FX. And if you didn't look at UFC.com, you would never fucking know. The Von Flu choke says, Ronnie Deal. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to open up the phone lines. Remember, I am a goddamn celebrity. T-shirts in the description down below. You go to the MMA-Holes stores, you get socks, a lot of fucking food, shit, phone cases. That's right. Go check out down below. You have 7% shirts. You go get some shirts over there on the MMA-Holes Live. And boom, look, I have a shirt with a goat on it. I love a Von Flu choke. Dan Comey says, I want a pair of big meaty clacker for Christmas. All right. Filthy George says, Dom Ree. Let's see what else we got in here. Are you watching the fights? Chris says, Kaepernick sucks. UFC 216, I am. If you're talking about that, of course. There will be fight buddies. There will be a uniting of MMA holes on UFC 216. It's going to be wonderful, wonderful. We'll have some fun with it. We always do have fun with it. All right, let's open up the phone lines. Maybe bring a guest in on a hangout. We haven't done that in a while. Let me know if you do want a guest on the show. Look inside this chat room and pick a guest, and maybe we'll invite a guest onto the show. But until that happens, we're going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to go a little bit longer, hang out with you guys, get your thoughts on UFC 216, what you think about that card, the conference call being a complete shitbag. It sucked. Dom Ree getting fucked in the ass. A lot of fun stuff. We did have a lot of stuff going today. It was cringy and it was swole. All right, here we go. Phone lines are open. 516-522-0267. Now, if you're not subscribed to the GOAT channel, the MMA Holes, do it right now. Right over here. Do it right now. I demand you do it because we're going to take some calls. We're going to have a little bit of fun, hang with the boys and gals of the YouTubes. Hang with the boys. All right.
Being a faggot.
All right, hold on a second. You're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? Where are you from?
Meaty Clacker.
Uh-oh, okay. Meaty Clackers is calling in. You sure this is not an NFL player?
Alex Smith from Kansas City.
Okay, Alex Smith. There we go. That's better. Alex, what's on your mind?
Nothing much, man. I just want to know why the fuck your show is a safe space.
Now, what do you mean by safe space, Mr. Smith?
I mean, I wasn't saying shit, and then I got put in timeout for no reason.
Are you saying our moderator?
Okay. I was enjoying your show, and then I got put in timeout for no reason.
Now, Alex Smith, I mean, I'm a big fan of your work, but are you saying you did nothing wrong, and you were false? It was a false time. You're saying it's a false timeout.
I was arguing with a Spanish guy, and I got put in timeout for no reason.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. So you were arguing? If you're arguing, guys, I just have to say this. I have to address my moderator. If anyone argues with a Spanish person in the chat, do not put them in timeout. If it's another race, then put them in a timeout. But Spanish people, we can argue with those people. All right? I addressed the issue. Anything else on your mind?
I don't know. You got any questions for me?
Yeah. Did you fap today?
Fapped a couple times.
Okay, that's good. I mean, listen, it's healthy to do. It's good. What do you think about this media call?
I thought Tony Ferguson fucking wrecked Tony Lee, and I thought he fucking embarrassed him.
Well, who the fuck is Tony Lee?
What the fuck? Did you not hear me? I said Tony Ferguson embarrassed Kevin Lee. My bad. If I said Tony Lee, that's my bad. I'm fucking drunk as shit.
Okay, good. So you said Tony Ferguson embarrassed Kevin Lee.
Embarrassed him, dude. He embarrassed him with the juice comment.
Yeah.
With the other comments, like, dude, I'm drunk as shit, man. I don't even know.
Now, would you like to apologize to our moderator? Because our moderator does not seem very happy with you. I think you might have to.
I got put in timeout for no reason.
Because you spoke to a Spanish person.
I was arguing with a Spanish person for a couple of minutes, and then eventually I got put in timeout.
Kenshiro Ryu wants to know if you are a gay black man.
I'm a gay black man, that's for sure.
All right. Thanks for the call. All right, that was Alex Smith calling in on the MMA Holes. Okay. And Tony Lee. Yeah, Tony Lee lost the battle there. There you go. What are you guys drinking in the chat? Let me know right now. Are you drinking? Are you smoking? Let me know right now. And there he is calling in on the MMA Holes. 516-522-0267. Get your calls in right now. Let's have a little bit of fun. It's Friday night. I'm not going to take this crazy long tonight. I got a lot of aids from the that media call. It stressed me out. Dom Reed fucking stressed me out. But it's okay. If you're having fun, like this show right now, drop him in the tip jar. Let's make a man dance named Brady Ferguson. And let me know what you think, man. UFC 216 is right around the corner. It's a good card. Is it a great card? I don't know because it just, it's falling apart. But they were supposed to have some extra activities on this card, but not happening. I am very excited about Derek Lewis versus Fabricio Verdum. I think that's a fun fight right there. So there are some good stories on here. All right, let's see what we got. You are live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Bag it. Bag it. Bag it. Bag it.
What's that? I didn't hear you. Wait, what?
Chris, you're a bitch.
What? All right, there you go. That was a good call right there. He's got a lot of different numbers, this guy. He's hiding under different numbers. 516-522-0267. Get in on the lines. And drop me a line. I miss all of you guys. Call me up. We're having a good time tonight on the MMA Holes. All right. Steel Beats is a good card, not great card. All right. I agree. I think it's a good card. I do. I think it's a good card. I'm actually interested in this card. So it should be fun. It should be a fun one. I think it's going to make for a good fight, buddies. This fight over here, could you imagine if somehow, by some fucking miracle, Ray Borg wins? That would be insane. Chris, I am drinking Coca-Cola. Your favorite soda pop, says Ann H. And that is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, let's see what we got here. Here we go again. You are live on... Oh, fuck. I lost you. You are live on the MMA Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Hi, my name's Patrick. I'm from California.
Patrick from California. What's on your mind?
Basically, I was just seeing what your prediction was for Ferguson versus Lee.
Okay, Ferguson versus Lee. All right, I'm going to give it to you right now. Thanks for the call. My prediction on Ferguson versus Lee. I usually don't give my predictions before fight, buddies, but this one I'm going to make it very simple for you guys. Tony Ferguson is going to beat the fuck out of Kevin Lee. He's going to beat the Bugs Bunny out of him, the Porky Pig out of him. Tony Ferguson for the win easily, in my opinion. Tony Ferguson is just too good, man. He's too fast. He's more well-rounded. Now, I know Kevin Lee's a badass. He just doesn't lose. He's strong. He's young. But I feel Tony Ferguson for the win. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Tony Ferguson or Kevin Lee? Let me know in the chat. 516-522-0267. Get your calls in right now in the MMA Holes Live, where we make your bum lives, well, we make your dreams come true.
Fap.
That's right. All right. Who wants to call DJ the GOAT? Oh, here we go. You're live with the MMA Holes. What's on your mind?
Hello.
Yes.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
All right, thank you for the call. 516-522-0267. End of the week. Getting all the calls in tonight on the MMA Holes. Have a little fun. Tony has beat scary fighters like RDA and Barboza. Correct, says Steel Beats. That's a good point. Lee easily, says Brian Roger. Interesting. Rick Gonzalez says Ferg. Yes, easy win. It will make Lee better, says Ronnie Deal Jr. Sorry, Ronnie. Fucked up your name there. Let's see what else you got. Tony has beat scary fighters. I did see that. Thanks a lot. Says Philip Vasquez. What's up, Philip? T Ferg by KO says Kaepernick sucks. Media, you're a massive wimp. Uh-oh. We have the sixth man calling in on the MMA Holes. What's going on? Jay Smooth.
Hey, damn right, man. I'm already lit up in this bitch. But anyway,
I think that fucking media call was fucking horrible. I tried my best to stay awake for it. Good thing we have a chat room in the stream, or else I would have never heard that shit. And I'm actually glad I didn't hear it, and, to be honest with you. But as far as who's gonna win, I think Tony Ferguson probably gonna fuck up Kevin Lee. Even though I try to cheer for the brothers, unfortunately Kevin Lee's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah,
I believe.
Well, I like Kevin Lee as a person better than Tony Ferguson. I think Tony Ferguson's a piece of shit, to be honest. But the guy's a fucking killer. He's a killer.
Yeah, he is, man. He's straight up fucking killer. And I'm telling you right now, I feel like Khabib keeps avoiding him with all this bullshit. Talking about he can't fly out till December. I don't know, like, if it's some kind of, like, Muslim holiday or some shit going on during that time, but it always seems like there's some sort of convenient excuse with Khabib. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, something's not right. And I still am not ruling out the fact that Khabib could still be floating around like they just throw us a curveball and all of a sudden, next thing we know, Khabib Conor's booked for Russia. Like, I'm not totally thinking that I'm not taking that off the table yet. But
the only thing that makes me nervous about that fight being in Russia, Chris, you and I both know this. In Russia, unless you are Russian, you have no chance of winning. The only chance you have is if you get it finished, because the judges will fuck you. The referee will not stop the fight until the person you're fighting is practically dead. And not to mention, they usually taint the water there in Russia. That way you conveniently fail your drug test if you happen to beat a Russian. I don't know why, but it seems like Russia just, like, for Conor McGregor, I don't like that. I like it if he were to fight him in Vegas. If he fights him in Russia, he's going to get fucked. Unless he ends up knocking out Khabib to the point where he's dead.
Yeah.
Because as we saw, if we saw in the Fedor fight, when he fought Fabio Maldonado beat the shit out of him in the first round, and I believe he finished Fedor. But that referee allowed Fedor to die for a good 10 seconds and allowed Maldonado's fist to knock him back awake and to continue that fight into somehow a decision that ended up being overturned into a draw.
No, you're right. You make a good point right there. You do make a very good point.
Right. So as far as Russian fights goes, if Conor were to do it, it would prove that he has big balls, but at the same time, it's probably not the smartest move, to be honest with you.
Well, if you think about the situation and you think about who he's fighting, everything's really against Conor in that fight. There is nothing going for Conor in that fight. I think he is crazy enough to do something like that, but the money has to be right. Everything has to fall into place. And yeah, it would be tough to pull together, but goddamn, could you imagine? I mean, if that was to pull together, you have to think that finally people could get off of Conor. You know, finally people could be like, okay, here we go. This is what we want to see. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely. A cocky, brash champion. Basically like I would say, not a modern day Ali. That's going far. But he's definitely one of the best trash talkers of our generation, and certainly a big personality of this generation. For him to walk into a situation where everything is against him, it brings the people behind him even more, because they see the bullshit that he's up against. Because as soon as you say Russia and combat sports, I mean, we already know about that dictator in Chechnya that likes to fly UFC fighters out to his ABC events, or ACB events, excuse me,
yeah,
and also likes to slaughter gay people and women and children on the side, but that's another story. But we all know in Russia, I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of crazy bullshit over there. And if Conor were to go over there and try to fight Khabib, who's basically a fucking hero over there right now, yeah, it would bring his popularity to a new level.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see what happens. I think the UFC is keeping him hushed right now. I think they're just going to just chill out. Let's see what happens with Ferguson and Lee, and then we will move forward. But if it was a gun to my head, we're seeing Diaz McGregor 3, UFC 219, and that's what's going to happen. So, but
shit, I see the same thing, man. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. All right, Jay. Any last words?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to a certain adorable blonde horse. I'm sorry I ate your sandwich today. I was kind of hungry and had the munchies. But anyway, this is for you.
All right. Thank you. That was Jay Smooth calling in on the MMA-Holes Live. He was talking about Adorably Brutal, who was on the MMA-Holes. Let's go back over here. If you guys missed the MMA-Holes on Wednesday, We had a guest over here, Adorably Brutal, who's good people, but got torn apart by certain MMA holes. Look at Darth in the chat. Darth, welcome back. What's going on? Peace out, you motherfuckers. What happened? Darth, are you alive? What's going on? There's a Darth Bane sighting in the chat. Darth Bane is wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. Where is she? There she is. All right, so check her out. This is Adorably Brutal, who came on Wednesday's show, and I have to say I watched it back. So here's the deal. Let me just speak about this situation over here, okay? Adorably Brutal, and if she's watching, let's just talk about this for a sec. Adorably Brutal came on the show on Wednesday. Kickboxer looking to go into MMA. We had a little bit of fun with her. I asked some serious questions. I asked some cringy questions inside the chat room right over here. There was definitely some questionable comments in there. I felt dirty. I felt like I needed a cold shower after the show. Show ends. After the show happens, there's some trash talking. Then it moves over to Twitter. Adorably Brutal gets involved in that as well. Then the next day on Twitter, it's still going. There's some shit talking. Adorably Brutal says something about a bag of shit in flames. She clearly was not happy with it, but I think she gets how the show goes, and everything seems calm. But I did have a bad taste in my mouth. So I wound up watching the show back. I watched the interview and I watched the chat at the same time. And I tried to just soak in the show. And I was gonna actually come on the show today and be like, maybe I should address the situation, you know, of how we handle our guests. Maybe I should curb the MMA holes and try to figure out a way where we could be a little nicer. But when I watched the show back, I laughed so fucking hard at the chat, at the interview, at everything. I thought it was so funny. I didn't think we went too far. So good job, MMA holes. Good job. You make me proud. Listen, if people don't want to come on the show because of the cringiness of our content over here, it's all in fun. I know you guys take it pretty far in that chat over there. I mean, it gets very, very far. Last Wednesday got pretty far. But it's all in a weird way. It's all in fun over here. And I watched back the stream, and I have to say it was probably one of my most fun streams to watch back. I literally just sat there, watched the chat, watched the interview, just watched how everything unfolded. It was so funny. Really, really funny. So good job, MMA holes over here of cringing it up. I enjoyed it very much, and I'm not going to curb anyone. I think it's great. So there you go. Chris, you're a sick fook. Kenshiro, you're a sick fook. Close those legs. Meaty Clacker's still going. Meaty Clackers is drunk right now. K Money's, what's going on? Left my ass off. UFC Norfolk VA finally can't wait, Chris. There you go. Ronnie Deal Jr. She wants the D, so Jay is gonna fucking drop the D apparently. Whoa, says G-Man. Chris, how could you? Says Jed Hud. Yeah, you know, I was gonna actually say something, but then I was like, thank God I watched it back. I fucking loved it. Chris, she did well. She was cool. She did, Craig. She did really good. I tell you what, I think we could have her back on. You know, who knows? I think she understands how it went down. And listen, when it comes down to it, we're just trying to get exposure for people. So if you come on, you weather the storm. I've noticed this before. Sometimes you take a pretty big beating the first time you come on the MMA holes, and then every time you come back, you become a fan favorite. So we have some friends, some strong friends. We're going to bring Justin back, too. Justin Sumter's fight. He signed a contract at CES. He's ready to go. He's ready to roll in October, and he has an opponent, and he will be announcing that on the MMA holes. And maybe we could cover it live there or do a Fight Buddies or blah, blah, blah. And that is wonderful, wonderful. Let's open up the phone lines and wind this fucker down. 516-522-0267. Get your thoughts on the line. We just listened to the media call of Ferguson versus Lee. It was wonderful, wonderful. Not really, kind of sucked. But we had a little fun. You know, we went through it together. I held your hands. I held all your hands. Michael Anzalone says, sorry about the chat tonight, Chris. I think I might have started it. Sorry, Chris. What are you apologizing for? Tanner says, since the show, she quit kickboxing and MMA and is now waiting tables and going to NA meetings. Well, that is sad. All right. You're live with the MMA holes. What's your name? Where are you from?
Blake Bortles, Jacksonville.
All right. What's going on? What's on your mind?
I'm just hanging out. What's up with you?
Well, we're doing a show, but other than that, nothing much.
You got any questions for me?
I ran out when I asked the previous caller questions. I ran out of questions, so I don't really have any more questions for you. Yeah, it sucks.
That's a fucking shame, bro. That's a shame.
It is a fucking shame. Now, what are you drinking?
What's your favorite? I'm drinking Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan, just straight up Captain Morgan?
Nah, I'm chasing it with Captain Morgan. I'm chasing it with Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Okay. I used to drink Captain and Ginger, and I stopped because I threw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. What's your favorite show?
My favorite, the MMA-Holes. What's yours?
You like that?
Yeah, it's pretty
you
good.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
I sure do.
Right in your butthole.
All right, thank you. I can't. Fucking meaty clackers. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna take one more call, and we're gonna shut this down. I don't even fucking know what we're doing anymore. 516-522-0267. Getting on the lines. Blake Bortles. Oh man, I'm fucking tired. I didn't have coffee now. I'm trying to wean myself off the coffee. Drink too much coffee, you get all fidgety and shit like that. I need another way to keep myself going and flowing. But look at that goat. It's got my face on it. We had a lot of things happen today. We had me have a complete meltdown. We had some swollenness, the media call, which it sucked ass. We had a good swole chat room over here. I mean, steady flow of people. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? Where you from?
It's Cow Cow.
Cow Cow, welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Well, I got my own button on the show now.
You do? Now, how do you feel about that, by the way? Like, I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've made it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, congratulations.
Now I know how to really piss you off. I'm about to stay up all night and report all your fucking videos.
All right, so that's great. What else is on your mind?
Faggot! Faggot!
Fucking Cow. What a loser. Brian Rogers says, Chris, go to bed. You need rest. I need rest. Cow. Fucking loser. Well, there he is. Cow. That's right. All right. I think we're done with the phones for tonight. I think that's pretty much it. Moo goes the cow. This is Jed. Moo, Philip Vasquez. Guys, it's always good hanging out with you guys, hanging with the holes, always having a good time. It's always wonderful over here. What's your favorite show? You dumb Jesus Fox is Ronaldo Laranja. Yeah, there was a lot of AIDS tonight on the MMA-Holes. I gotta say, there was a lot of AIDS tonight. I encourage stupidity over here, so it is what it is. I kind of enjoy it in some weird fucking way. But it makes what is it? Yo, lower the volume. Oh, are you talking about Cow? Yeah, he was coming a little hot. But it's fun, man. Ronnie Deal says, Chris, what's up with the loser ass haters calling? Ronnie, it is what it is. I don't have screeners over here. Eventually, I'm gonna have that shit going over here. We'll get that going and flowing. But right now, I like taking these calls. I like taking them because it's just fun. It's just fun. I have a little fun with this shit, you know, in some fucking weird way. But Cow is talking now. He's all excited that he has. Could you imagine that was your voice, though? Could you imagine? Like, that was your voice. It'd be terrible. But Cow has been immortalized and is my bitch now. So, Cow, there you go. You have become my bitch. So, there you go. Sleep type holes, says G-Man Mule. That's right. I'm 20 minutes south from Jersey City, bro. All right, Jed Hutt, that's awesome. We're going to be doing a meetup November 3rd before UFC. What was it? 217? No, what's the Weidman? Not Weidman, what am I talking about? The GSP Bisping fight. Good night, Chris. And here says Mike H. Good night. Good night. But yeah, we'll be doing a meetup November 3rd, right before UFC 217. And if you are on the East Coast, or if you're looking to travel and have a little fun, come meet up with the swollenness of the holes. And let's get together. Give you a nice little wristband. Look at this. We'll have some shirts and shit like that. We'll get you live on the stream. We'll attack MSG and have a little bit of fun. We'll hit the bars. We'll have some drinks. We'll get fucking shit-faced with Mystic Moss. Get fucking shit-faced. And it will be good. It'll be wonderful. I'm back, you holes, says Ann H. Dom Ree is my bitch, says Kaepernick sucks. Yeah, they make Kevin Lee sound like a king, says Ronnie Deal. They love Kevin Lee over there with the UFC. They like pushing him. Guy's a good fighter. He's a nice guy. Definitely has to work on his trash talk a little bit. Just a little bit. And Jed Hud says, I'll be there 217. There you go. Ronnie Deal says 217. Lovely show, says Dom Ree's mom. Thank you.
Wonderful.
It was a lovely show. We did it all. We really did. I will be invading New York City on November 3rd. I'm getting Chris high. There you go. Jay Smooth's going to be there. I tell you what, I think we're going to have a good fucking turnout, man, over there on November 3rd. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Could you imagine this fucking dysfunctional chat room getting together November 3rd, attacking outside on a live stream, and then just getting shit-faced? That's going to be a good time. I really do. So, Meaty Clackers is drunk. Meaty Clackers, yeah. I don't know what to say about Meaty Clackers, but he comes back every time, so I'll give him his props. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now to the Swollenness, the GOAT of the YouTubes, the MMA-Holes, where we have fun 3 times a week guaranteed. We do fight buddies this weekend. Well, there's some stuff going on. I think there's lion fights going on right now. If you guys want to go check out those fights, go check out those fights. But I think it's time to take a break. It's time to go into the weekend. I'm going to hang out. I got my nephew's birthday is on Saturday. So I'll be doing some family time this weekend. So I'll be taking a little bit of break for the MMA-Holes. I'll be back on Monday. That's right. If I get frisky on Saturday, which is tomorrow, if I get frisky, you never know. Make sure you slap that bell next to your subscribe thing, because you'll get an alert and I might pop up when you least expect it. Mystic Moss may pop up. That's right. Maybe drunk, maybe not. Who knows? You never know. But I'll definitely be back on Monday. There's going to be some changes to the MMA Hour pre-show. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a pre-show anymore. I might go head-to-head with Ariel. I might say fuck it and just go head-to-head with Ariel. Just go on when he goes on. Right? Maybe that. Give me a name when this stream shuts down in the comment section down below. Give me a name for the new Monday show. We're going to go head-to-head against Ariel, and we'll just fucking do our own thing. All right? Maybe we'll do it 1 p.m. Eastern time when Ariel goes live. Fuck the pre-show. We can still talk about who the guests are on Ariel's show and shit like that, but give me a name for our show, like the MMA Whole Hour. I kind of like that, the MMA Whole Hour or something. We'll figure it out. But I'll be probably live 1 p.m. Eastern time on Monday. I'll definitely be live, but we'll just figure out a time as that time comes closer. So just check the schedule, check the bell, check your subscriber box, and I'll pop in there. A couple more from the chat, and we'll wind this fucker down. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you for the calls and the chat room. As we have 65 likes on a Friday night, 5,121 Fooks are all wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And it is great. His nose will poke your eye out. This is Ronnie Deal Jr. talking about Ariel. Should go head-to-head with Ariel. He sucks, says James Ortega. All right? I'm in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Go head-to-head with Ariel, says Jay Smooth. MMA Whole Hour, says Craig Lee. I kind of like that, too. MMA Whole Hour. All right, fuck it. Let's do it. MMA Whole Hour. The MMA Holer, says Domry's mom. So give your comments in the comment section when the stream goes down, shuts down. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I had a wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful time here on the MMA Holes. Always have a great time over here, hanging out with the boys and the girls, hanging with everybody.
Hanging with the boys.
No UFC this weekend, but that's okay. There's always something to watch, and always keep a lookout for the MMA Holes, because you never know when we pop up and start this dysfunction. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the love and support of the wonderful wonderfulness of the MMA Holes. And always remember, don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.
Fact.